And hello and welcome to Scott Carpenter Park. I am Harrison Simeon. I'll be joined by Oliver Hayes and Alex Roberts today. And you're watching ScoBuff Sports. Today we have the series finale between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado School of Mines Diggers. Colorado did what they needed to do yesterday, winning both games. The first 10-0, second 7-3, and they clinched the Mid-American West Conference. Oliver, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Well, yesterday they obviously saw the ball well coming out of the pitcher's hand, put a lot of balls in play. They had a lot of walks too. Just got guys on base really, and then we were able to hit them in. So I'm expecting to see more of that today. Obviously, the 10-0 win in the first game was huge. Blake Carey hit his fifth home run of the year. Sure, almost hit his first home run of the year. I think he might have.
Yeah, I had some ump
no
ball
one really
there.
knows on that one, but yeah, no, excited to watch some baseball. It's good evening out, nice weather.
Yeah,
Under the lights, all that.
Yeah, a little pressure on the Buffs tonight as they did what they needed to do. Just a little tune-up game in preparations for the regional tournament in Kearney, Nebraska next week. Should be a good one tonight. We could maybe see some fresh faces for the Buffs. Starting on the mound for Colorado is Alex Davis. He comes into today with 4 games pitched, 3 starts, a 4.09 ERA, 8 strikeouts in those 11 innings. Not a big strikeout pitcher, but the last time we were out here, or a few weeks back in the game against Metro State, he pitched and a few scoreless innings. So Davis looking for another solid start today, tune things up for the regionals. And on the opposite side, starting for School of Mines is Ben Markulowicz, a senior, a 4 ERA, has 4 starts on the year, and we look to be getting ready to go as CU takes the field. We had a bit of a quick warm-up today with the game ran a bit late in the men's league coming into tonight, but the lights are on. Are ready for some nighttime baseball.
Yeah, no, that adult league kind of got rather exciting. Bases juice at the end before the game-ending double play. Definitely a treat for fans coming in tonight to watch the CU Buffs play.
Yeah, 100%. And so Davis, we saw he was able to get some scoreless innings last time, get that ERA down to 4.09. Coming into his 4th start of the season. Has a 2-to-1 walk ratio, so able to limit base runners. 1.888 whip, so solid on the mound for the Buffs. Right-hander. He's got the big leg kick, and he'll look to limit School of Mines batters as we take a look at the Colorado School of Mines lineup in just a moment.
Yeah, looking at the lineup, they have guys that got some hits yesterday. You look at Aikman; he went 2 for 3 on the day yesterday. Swinging the bat well.
Yeah, some of the guys did swing the bat well, especially in that first game. Able to get a lot of base runners, but the pitcher Preston T in that first game able to get out of a lot of jams. So for the series, 5 different players on the Diggers with multiple hits, including Aikman, who went, as you said, Oliver, 2 for 3 yesterday. So some solid hitting on the Buffs as we look to be set to go. That is Alex Moore starting in center field today for School of Mines, stepping up. And we are set to go.
Yeah, more swinging the bat well for the Diggers, batting .414 on the year as of yesterday.
1 for 6 so far for the series. Got that hit in the first game, and we are underway as that one is fouled right back at us.
Yeah, attacking that first pitch. Obviously want to set the tone for the rest of the game for the Diggers.
Yeah, we saw some more passive decisions made on the base running specifically for the Diggers yesterday. That did end up costing them in a way of a few runs as things got kind of close in the second game yesterday as that one misses outside.
Yeah, no, it was kind of odd, if I'm being honest. The Ore Diggers didn't really get guys across the plate too often, so it was kind of weird to see them hold up. You feel like you want to be aggressive, just trying to get runs like they were yesterday.
Yeah, Mines was able to cut the lead to 2, as it was 5-3, but Colorado got some insurance in the bottom of the 6th and able to close things out pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
So a 1-2 count now on Moore. That one hit right up the middle, and that's a leadoff base hit for Alex Moore. Right back at the pitcher.
Yeah, that's just a good piece of hitting. I mean, I think that Davis kind of missed with his location. That was over the plate, something that Moore could definitely deal with, and he just sent it right back up the middle. So,
And that brings in Skylar Wild, the freshman shortstop tonight. Made some nice plays in the doubleheader yesterday in the infield. At the plate, he was
0 7.
Yeah, 0 for 7.
Rather surprising. Came into the series yesterday batting .414 on the year. Seeing him 0 for 7, he's one of only 3 Mines players without a hit. So
Yeah, you'd have to imagine he's due. in
yeah,
that two-hole.
definitely. Wonder what his mindset is coming in.
And a throw over here, and he's safe easily. Here's the pitch, and that one misses low. Moore coming into tonight with just 1 stolen base, but leading off, gets on base nearly 49% of the time coming into the series with a pretty decent lead at first. That pitch is low once again, and it's 3-0 now on
Yeah,
Skylar Wild.
This is probably good for Wild to see right here. See some pitches a little bit without having to worry about a strike. 3 straight balls now. It's his count. He can do what he wants to do. Swing at a good pitch if he likes it and put it in play.
Actually, it's a correction on the count there. I believe that first pitch was a strike to Wild. So it's 2-1, another throw over. Davis definitely looking to limit the base running threat of Moore. The 2-1 to Wild is that one is hit to second. Teed up on a platter for the 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, that's just great right there for the Buffs. I mean, that's just textbook. Hard hit ball straight at the second baseman. That's an easy turn every time. I mean, hard for Wild, as we mentioned, 0 for 7 coming in. Hit that ball well. Had a hitter's count. Put it in play, but yeah, just right at a guy, and Buffs are able to turn 2.
Yeah, tough break after the leadoff hit for the Ore Diggers. And Padilla to Shore to Garcia. That nice infield combo for CU. We've seen some slick plays from that middle infield this series.
Yeah, definitely. Now we have Lane Bumer at the plate.
Bumer led off yesterday for both games, batting in the 3-hole now as that one is hit pretty well out to left center. And that one is near the warning track and in the gap for an extra base hit. And Bumer thinking about 3, and that is a big 2-out double for Lane Bumer. A beautifully hit ball right in that left center field gap. Hank Gallen couldn't get there. And now a runner in scoring position for Mines. And that will bring in Avery Zaxton.
Yeah, it was a good piece hitting right there. Attacked early in that bat, sent it out towards that left center field gap. And right up when the ball came off the bat, you knew that was heading for the gap, if not over the fence.
Yeah, I thought
for
that
a second there.
might have had a chance to get out of here, but
That's tough for Mines with the double play right beforehand.
Yeah.
That would have obviously scored 2 runs right there if the last batter got on. But now got in scoring position, as you said, Harrison.
yeah, some hard hit balls for Mines today. Obviously, the tough break of the double play as a strike is fired right in by Alex Davis.
Yeah,
to-
hopefully Davis can get his mojo a little bit. He's throwing strikes, getting the ball in play, but yeah, hard hit balls, as you said.
Yeah, probably try to get a strikeout or some definitely trying to get some weak contact. That one catches the corner. Beautifully placed pitch, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Not the biggest lead for Bumer off of second, as here comes the 0-2. That one fouled away.
Yeah, Zaxton 2 of 7 on the day yesterday. Swinging the bat decently, nothing crazy. Seeing if you can knock a run in for the Ore Diggers early. That's obviously something that they'd look to take advantage of.
Yeah, 0 for 3 in the first game, but was able to knock 2 hits across in the second. So looking to continue a good run of hitting now as the 0-2 just a bit outside. Davis working the breaking pitch once again, trying to hit that corner like he did on the second strike.
Yeah, that one's tough. Obviously right there. Drew some groans from the crowd, but it is what it is. He still has a few more pitches to work with. Let's see what he can do.
And the runner goes here. He got a great jump on it, but it's fouled back. Tried a little hit and run action.
I wish we had the sound guy around.
Yeah, we had the soundboard yesterday. We got the PA, got the whole package, but not today, unfortunately. Do still have the scoreboard up and running. As it's 1-2 now. Zaxton fighting to stay in it. That one smoked right up the middle, and that will likely score a run. Here comes the runner home, and he is safe at the plate easily. No throw, cut off by Garcia, and Avery Zaxton with an RBI single, and the Ore Diggers strike first tonight. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's tough for Davis right there. As you said throughout the inning, a lot of hard hit balls for the Ore Diggers. Again, that one sent straight up the middle like a few other balls. Ore Diggers really seen the ball well out of Davis's hands. Hopefully, he can switch up as that one's dribbled.
That's
towards
David
first
Thompson
base.
hit to second and dropped at the bag by Davis. A throw to second here, but that was David Thompson dribbling one to the right side in the DH spot and able to get on after a bit of a stumble in the transfer from Garcia to Davis. And now runners on first and second will go as an error on Davis. But three hits already.
That was hard for the Buffs. As mentioned yesterday, the infield's a little long. That one was kind of dribbling, bouncing around. Garcia couldn't get to it. Made it a play for the second baseman, and then Davis just couldn't get there to get that third out of the inning.
Yeah, Garcia playing pretty far up the line. That one is hit into right center, and that one will get down. Here comes the throw home, and he is safe at the plate, I believe. And that is the second run across for the Ore Diggers already. Another hit, that one by Nathan Davis. And a meeting at the mound here for CU as Alex Davis looks a bit rattled early.
Yeah, Nate Davis for the Ore Diggers. Only one plate appearance yesterday. Didn't get on base. Or one at bat, rather. Yeah, happy for him to see that hit, but tough for the Buffs. Alex Davis on the mound. Definitely looking to come back from that.
Yeah, some solid line drives early on for the Ore Diggers, as that will bring in Andrew Aikman playing first base today for Mines. But an early 2-0 lead, 4 hits already in the inning.
Yeah, the Mines are using all parts of the field. They had that double out to left center. Obviously, that single last at bat to right field. A few singles up to the middle.
Yeah, this game is meaningless for the Buffs, but definitely in need of a good tune-up, as that one catches the inside corner for strike one. And some early action there in the Colorado bullpen, as that is left-hander Dylan Gray getting loose already with just 2 outs in the top of the first inning. The 0-1 misses just low.
Yeah, interesting to see this Mines dugout kind of coming alive. This is really the loudest they've been all weekend.
Yeah, Mines with not the greatest season, in second to last in the Mid-American West as things stand, but looking for some morale as that one is chopped into foul territory by the third base bag. And it's 1-2 now on Aikman.
Yeah, Aikman, 2 of 3 yesterday. Had a few hits in the second game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, did not play in the first game, but had solid production in the second game. Slides into the 7-hole today. That one just misses, and Davis did not like that call. Hat came off. And it's an even count now, 2-2 with 2 outs, 2 runners on, 2-0. 2's all around now. As Davis looks to get out of this top of the first. Up to 21 pitches already for the inning. 2-2 is hit on the ground to short, and he will throw to first, and he is out, and that will get Davis out of the inning. But the Orediger strike first here, claiming for 2 runs and 4 hits. We head to the bottom of the first, and Mines lead it, but the Buffs are coming to bat. And we'll see what they can do after 17 runs scored between the 2 games yesterday. So on the mound today for the School of Mines, as we head to the bottom of the second, is Ben Markulowicz, senior, 4 ERA as mentioned before the game. 17 strikeouts, 8 walks, a 1.89 WHIP. 4 starts, 2 wins and 1 losses between them. And he'll face a Colorado lineup that has really been clicking lately.
Yeah, you look at the top 3 that he's going to have to face to start this inning with Padilla, Shura, and Wyatt. A combined 10 of 17 yesterday. You know, really swinging the bat well. Obviously, seeing that in any type of setting in baseball is rather surprising. You don't see guys getting on base or hitting the ball like that. So,
yeah, Wyatt 4 of 5 in yesterday's game. Definitely a big bat. Though not a power bat, still with no home runs on the season, but possibly looking for one heading into regionals to get one on that regular season tally.
yeah.
Padilla 4 for 8 in the leadoff spot. Shore 2 for 8, and yeah, bringing us back to that home run.
Yeah, no.
That wasn't.
Yeah,
yesterday.
My bad, Harrison.
You're good.
But yeah, no home runs for the top 3. Yeah, there was that one yesterday sent towards that 320 sign down the right field line. You know, it was a tower and fly ball, really. Wasn't sure if that was going to get out. And then with that net behind there, when it came back onto the ball field, it was hard to see. I mean, the umps didn't originally give a call for, at least a minute.
Yeah, and we had the home run music play and everything, but rolled the double in the end.
Yeah, no, that was tough, but Buff still able to catch the dub in the second half of that doubleheader yesterday.
So Mac Padilla steps in, 4 for 8 on the series. Been a dominant presence in the leadoff spot for CU.
Yeah,
Batting over 500 for the year. As the first pitch from Markulowicz is low for a ball.
Yeah, and I feel like you say this every time he comes up to the bat. But you know, perfect guy to start the top of the lineup. Nearly 600 on base percentage.
Yeah, leads this team in stolen bases as well with 10, as that one is swung on for the fences, but a big whiff, and that is strike 1.
Yeah, that was a huge hack right there. Definitely swinging out aggressive, looking to get those 2 runs back.
The 1-1 is in the dirt once again, and Padilla in a hitter's count now, 2-1. Buffs looking to strike back after 2 runs surrendered in the top of the first inning. That one catches his own for strike 2. Breaking ball. Padilla maybe thinking he might have taken a rip at that one, but no go, and it's 2-2. That one misses, and he hits him. And Padilla is on to start the inning. Hit by pitch. Definitely Padilla with a kind of crowding the plate, choking up on the bat. And that brings in Camp Shore.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball that just didn't break. started on the inside foot and then just stayed right there, hit him right in the thigh. You could hear that up in the broadcaster's booth, actually. Definitely well-earned first base.
And Cam Shore up now, 2 for 4 on the day yesterday, and started to signal a bunt as Padilla, obviously with 10 stolen bases, a big speed threat with a nice lead over there at first. That one's outside, and catcher's really having to watch Padilla now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we see any hit and run action. I saw a little bit of it yesterday. Ended up in foul balls, so no actual game action, but seeing it, I think, twice will be interesting.
That 2-0 misses outside again. And a 3-0 count now on Shore. Markulowicz not showing great command early. And now the 3-0 is in there. Catching the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, obviously in a hitter's count like that, looking for the best pitch, the one you think you can hit out of the park. That one not really something you're going to really put too good of a swing on, so good layoff for sure.
The runner goes, and that one is outside for ball 4, and I'm not sure why he threw at that. As it's ball 4, and Shore will take his base.
And now we have Wyatt coming up to bat. As you mentioned, 4 or 5 on the day yesterday. Really swinging the bat well in his last few at-bats.
Starting at third once again, his usual spot. Right in that 3-hole. Arguably the best hitter on the CU team.
Yeah, 2 runners on, 12 RBIs on the year. Let's see what he can do in this at-bat.
That one misses low. So Markulowicz struggling to find the strike zone early.
Yeah,
There's 2 runners on already.
Only 8 walks on the year, but yeah, like you said, struggling with the command a little bit.
Yeah, coming in today, 8 walks, now 9 and a hit by pitch. So 1-0 now on Wyatt. That one will miss in the dirt again. Padilla will be looking for a double steal. Obviously nothing to lose today for the CU.
That was a good block by Wells there. Obviously not as many balls in the dirt as yesterday, but he kind of struggled. I mean, he had to block a ton of balls, obviously, if you getting past. So good block right there.
Yeah, good block, able to prevent it going back to the ball to the backstop. As that one catches the zone on that inside corner, which was given a lot yesterday by the ump.
Yeah, unfortunately, announcer's jinx right there as Wells drops that called strike. Don't see that too often.
Yeah, nothing, didn't end up backfiring on them, but definitely a bit of a drop there from the catcher. As it's 2-1 now on Wyatt. That one in the dirt again, and another good block. Able to keep it in front of him, keeping Padilla on second. But 3-1 now, and Markulowicz really just all over the place to start this one.
I mean, this is really a tough position. No outs in the inning. Wyatt obviously swinging a hot bat. Hitters count.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some swings in these hitters counts today. Some steals, some hit and runs, things like that. That one is fouled back. Possibly swung at ball 4 there. As Wyatt on deck now with the full count. Or not Wyatt. That is Blake Carey. Wyatt's up the bat.
Yeah, obviously Wyatt being scary right now at the plate, but Carey coming in. A little bit of wordplay right there, a little rhyming. But hitting his 5th home run yesterday. Definitely in a bad position for the Ore Diggers.
If Wyatt's able to draw a walk here, we could see a bases loaded situation for the big power hitters. That one is hit on the ground to third, and he'll step on the bag at third for 1 and able to get the double play at first. So a tough break there for the Buffs. So that one bounced to the third baseman over there, Avery Zaxon, stepping on the third base bag, and now it's already two outs just like that. The runner on second for Carey.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Buffs. I mean, as we said, Wyatt might have swung at ball 4 right before hitting that little ground ball to third base. And unfortunately, that was just right on top of the third base bag. Easy double play for the Ore Diggers to pretty much set him up to get out of this jam.
Yeah, but, you know, as we mentioned earlier, Carey with his 5th home run of the season yesterday, and that was with a runner on second as he takes strike 1.
Yeah, Carey batting .438 coming into yesterday. 16 RBIs, obviously added 2 more, like we keep talking about. So,
Yeah, 2 for 3 on the series. Started at catcher in the first game, DH'd in the second. That one misses inside.
yeah, Carey back behind the dish tonight.
Some expressive gestures from the umpire today. The balls and strike calls. But Markulitz will shake that one off and calls for time.
You know, I talked to Carey yesterday after that home run. He's a pretty nonchalant guy, I imagine. He's coming into this at bat calm, just looking to put the ball in play, hit something hard, as he was saying.
That one outside. And hitters count now to the dangerous Blake Carey. Starting behind the plate tonight. But we could possibly see some pinch hitters today. We saw, is that one miss, or is it strike 2? We saw Carey come out yesterday for the backup catcher, who was Matt Pritchard, and he was able to get a hit yesterday as well. So some great hitters off the bench as that one misses in the dirt, and he'll go for third, and he is safe. And another wild pitch bouncing in front of the catcher, and that is Shore able to nab third.
Yeah,
So a full count now.
Shore got a great jump on that. I mean, the second the ball hit the dirt, he was taken off. Was actually had a good block, but just a tad bit late getting that ball to third base.
That one misses low, and he'll go for home here, and he will make it to home, but hits him at first, and he'll go for second. Carey able to get the second base bag, and a wild play there. Bounced off of Carey, and Shore able to nab home. So the Buffs get their first run of the day without any hits so far, as that was a strikeout, I believe.
Yeah, so we get clarification from the ump. That was a drop third strike on that last at bat, prompting to throw the first base. That actually hit Carey on the right shoulder. He was kind of hesitant to take second base. Couldn't see how far the ball had dribbled away. But yeah, I ended up taking that pretty easily. Got in there standing up.
Yeah, so the drop third strikes works out for the Buffs' favor and brings in Matthew Klassen here with the runner still on second. Now 2-1 Buffs, or 2-1 Ordigers. That one bounces off the third baseman's glove, through for a base hit. Carey chugging home, and this game is tied at 2 apiece. Matthew Klassen comes up big, swinging at the first pitch, and knocks in Carey. And we are tied here at Scott Carpenter Park.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating for the Ordigers. Came out in that top of the first inning, hitting the ball hard, and then on the defensive side of things, just really falling apart. I mean, complete opposite of how solid they were in that top of the first half.
Yeah, the ball just after Avery Zaxton made that nice play for the double play. As Andrew Garcia bounces this one into right field for another hit. Klassen's heading for third as that one gets by the right fielder. Everybody's coming around. Klassen's coming around, and he'll score. And the Buffs take the lead, and some more and more.
Wow,
some more bad fielding here for the Ordigers. Got by the right fielder, Lane Schumer.
You know, that's great to see for Garcia. Yesterday, he swung the bat well. Started off with 4 hits, dating back to the series before this one, but then had a string of strikeouts. That one obviously didn't hit it too hard, but hit it hard enough to bounce it up over the first baseman and squeak it by the right fielder, who had some troubles yesterday. Had a few balls that he didn't step up and catch, that he let drop in front of him. So,
yeah,
fortunate to see some more mess ups out in right field.
Yeah, 3-2 now for the Buffs, as this is Hank Gillan swinging at the first pitch again. Zaxton with a nice play over at third, and that will end the inning. Buffs able to take the lead on some fielding miscues from the School of Mines. Some aggressive hitting. Matthew Klassen picking up the game-tying hit. Lane Bumer, rather, with misplaying single from Garcia that turned into a double and another run scored. So 3-2 Buffs now. We head to the top of the second inning. Yeah, I'm done. We are back now for the top of the second inning. If you're just joining us, 3-2 ball game here. You're watching Scobuff Sports. I'm Harrison Simeon, joined by Oliver Hayes in the booth. And now coming up to bat, the top of the order once again. No, not the top of the order. That's going to be...
The 8-hole.
Yeah, the 8-hole, Drew Coffin. That one fouled off. Coffin pitched yesterday, starting in left field today for the Orediggers. Coffin pitched yesterday, his first start of the season, gave up 5 runs. That one misses just inside. 1-1 now, as Davis looks to rebound after a bit of a shaky first inning, gave up a lot of solid contact.
Yeah, Coffin giving up 5 runs yesterday. Obviously not what you want to see out of a pitcher, but honestly a good start. Had some perseverance and stayed through.
That one misses outside. Davis looking to rebound after a bit of a shaky inning the first time around, but the Buffs able to help him out. Well, honestly, the Orediggers fielding helped them out a bit. As that one smoked to the second baseman, right to Padilla. He's able to bobble it but stop it and get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball for Coffin. Something he probably wants to see. He's not really swinging the bat well this season. 1 of 16 coming into yesterday.
Yeah, but some solid contact there. Obviously not able to get on base. And that will bring in Caden Wells. Wells did not play in the first game yesterday, but 2 for 3 in the second leg of the doubleheader.
Yeah, Wells doing a lot better on the offensive side of things. Obviously some mishaps in that last inning and a few mishaps in the second game yesterday, which he started behind the plate. A few wild pitches. I mean, it's tough when there's that many in the dirt, but I mean, as a catcher, you know you have to stay true and block those balls, keep them down.
That one's hit pretty well out to shallow center field, and that one will get down right in between everybody. And Wells is on with his 3rd hit of the series. And a 1-out base runner here for Mines, and that will bring them back to the top of the order now. Alex Moore.
And you're swinging it well. I mean, sometimes you just find spots on the field. I mean, that one he kind of got caught inside, maybe got jammed a little bit, and I just found that little hole between Padilla and Klassen out in center field.
Yeah, nice little blooper there from Wells as first pitch strike is fired in by Davis. Now, that's it. Pitcher's 30th of the game. 5 hits allowed already, but the Buffs, some solid hitting last time up. keep the lead. And that is strike 2.
Yeah, center fielder Alex Moore at the plate, obviously down 0-2 right now, but had a hit to start the game in the first inning.
So here, Davis with that big from the stretch and fouled right back at us. Moore fighting to stay in it.
You know, those foul balls always make me laugh because everyone in the booth kind of, I don't know, jumps out of the way a little bit and has a little chuckle after. Can't believe that they actually got scared by a ball caught by the net.
Yeah, I'm a little bit used to it now. I don't think I really flinched, but there has been a few times for sure. And that one in the dirt. Bit of a waste pitch. Try to get Moore to chase, but no go, and it's 1-2. Good block there from Carey.
Yeah, way to keep that ball in front, keep that runner on first base.
Yeah, Davis throwing out of the stretch a lot today. Gave up a lot of base runners in that first inning. And now with one in the second as the runner goes and the ball's in the dirt and there will be no throw. Wells able to nab his second stolen base on the season. And now a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Yeah, kind of weird to see a catcher again, some stolen bases, some actions on the base path, but you know, it is a changing game nowadays.
That one popped up into shallow left center. Shore's under it. Maybe lost it for a second, but able to make the catch. And that is out number 2. Lights are on tonight. Maybe lost it for a split second, but able to make the catch with no real difficulty. And that will bring in Skylar Wild. Wild nabbed a hit his first time up. Or he had the double play, actually, as he takes that one for strike 1.
That was a good off-speed pitch to start out Wild. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, going up against a guy like Wild, you feel like you can kind of do anything without. I was kind of been struggling swinging the bat.
Yeah, 0 for 8 on the series as he calls for time. Wild caught a tough break with the double play last time up.
Wild actually with 2 home runs on the season, 10 RBIs.
Yeah, the only player on the School of Mines team with a home run. And he has multiple, so maybe looking for number 3 here with a runner on, a chance to take the lead. That one hit on the ground to third, but foul. Wild in an 0-2 count still here with 2 outs. Runner on second. So he takes a deep breath, holds that bat out there, and sets for the 0-2. Davis kicks, fires, and he got him looking on the outside corner. Big relief there from Davis, catching Wild looking to end that inning.
Yeah, kind of gave us some dramatic emphasis on that one, you know, paused a little bit before he actually punched him out, but it was a great pitch right there. I mean, very hard to hit in that situation for Wild.
Some nasty stuff from Alex Davis, and we head to the bottom of the second. Still 3-2 Colorado. Welcome back now to Scott Carpenter Park. Lights are bright, and we are set for the bottom of the second inning. A.J. Wine stepping in for CU. 0 for 1 on the series, just pinch hit in the game yesterday. But comes in today batting over 400.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say Wine at DH for the Buffs tonight. Carey was in that role yesterday when he hit that home run, so hopefully getting some damage done for the Buffs.
Batting 5 for 13 on the season. Was able to get a home run. One of 4 different Buffs to have a home run on the season. 5 if you count Cam Shore's almost home run yesterday. And Wine is in a 3-0 count, as we saw some shaky command from Markulowicz last inning as he misses once again for his second walk of the day.
Yeah, I mean, not too many walks, only 8 walks for Markulowicz through 4 starts coming into today, so kind of surprising to see that command has lacked to be there tonight.
Yeah, 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch, but so far tonight, and that brings in Mason Bailey starting in right field today for the Buffs. That one misses once again, but ball 5 to start the inning. Markulowicz up to 28 pitches so far. Could have been more if not for the double play. That one misses well inside, and 6 straight balls now for Markulowicz to start the inning.
Yeah, Bailey's probably not looking to swing the bat, but if something's there, he's going to swing it. 1-1 yesterday. I believe he knocked in a run. So.
Yeah, strategy here usually is just to wait until he can pitch you a strike. That and a strike that was, catching the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, Markulowicz up over 30 pitches on the game.
Bailey waits, hitting .222 in the season coming into the series. That is strike number 2.
Yeah, Markulowicz probably very happy to come back in this count a little bit. Started off 2-0, but got the last 2 calls.
Bailey 1 for 1 yesterday, as you said. Knocked it on a run. So that one swung on and missed in the dirt. Mishandled a bit by the catcher, and he'll get the out safe at second base. The throw beat Wine to the bag, but Wine able to slide around the tag as it's a strikeout for Bailey, but Wine advancing on the dropped third strike once again.
Yeah, not sure the middle umpire was looking at right there. I mean, like you said, the throw beat him. The tag seemed to be there on the feet, but yeah, calls him safe.
Yeah, obviously he's a bit closer to over there than us, so I would trust his judgment. But Caden Wells with another drop third strike, as that brings up the top of the order now for the Buffs, as Mac Padilla hits this one on the ground to third. Good stop once again over there by Zaxon, and he's able to get the second out of the inning now. A good stop and a hard hit ball from Padilla.
Yeah, Zaxon has had his work cut out for him tonight, has seen multiple balls hit his way, and he's handled them well.
Yeah, able to turn the double play last inning. An unassisted out at third base, and then the throw to first, and brings in Cam Shore. 2 outs now. Runner on second. That one misses outside.
Yeah, if I was a hitter, I'd definitely be looking to send that ball the other way. When Markulowicz misses, he definitely misses on the outside half of the plate. So that'd definitely be my approach, but Buffs swinging the bat well.
Got to be ready to get on the end of the bat, yeah.
Put some runs across, so definitely trust them.
1-0 misses once again outside. Definitely looking for that outside corner or just not getting it. That's what he's going for. Maybe he should change the strategy up. Obviously, Shore a bit crowding of the plate here. That one will, a breaking ball missing low, and 3-0 count once again.
Yeah, Wells didn't do Markulowicz any favors with that frame job. Dropped to his knees. I'm not necessarily sure if he had to. I'm pretty sure he caught that on the fly. So
3-0 count now, Shore. Looking for a walk. And that one will catch the outside corner. Shore might have thought he had ball 4, but a strike. And surprised we haven't seen any 3-0 green lights so far. We've had several 3-0 counts, but no swings on them so far. As the 3-1 will miss, and that is Shore with, I believe, his second walk of the day.
Yeah, I think you're right. That is a second walk on the night. Haven't really seen any strikes. Nothing to put in play for him. So.
Yeah, and that's the stage for 3-hole hitter Jackson Wyatt. Wyatt was able to get hit last time up. Or he was not, as that one is hit to Zaxxon, and he will throw to first, and that will end the inning. And the Buffs threaten with 2 runners on, but they strand both as Wyatt grounds out, and we head to the 3rd inning now. Still 3-2 Colorado. Welcome back here for the 3rd inning, and I'm Harrison Simeon, joined now by Alex Roberts. And Alex, what are your thoughts on the first 2 innings of tonight?
I was honestly really shocked to see the Mines come out firing in the 1st inning to get their first lead of the series and then immediately surrender 3 runs to now go back down trailing. So it's been a tough go, but they're trying to get back in front.
Yeah, trying to get back in front indeed, as that's Lane Bumer stepping in now, as Bumer had a bit of a fielding miscue, had that ball go by him in right field, and the go-ahead run ended up coming across due to it, as this one is hit pretty well out to left center. Klassen tracking, and he's got it for out number 1.
It looked pretty good, but, ball hung up in the air a little too long, and Klassen's able to make a pretty simple routine play.
And that brings in Avery Zaxxon, third baseman's had a lot of action today, obviously turning that double play. And on Wyatt, has been the beneficiary of both of Wyatt's at-bats, putting out both. One with the double play in the 1st, and then an out in the 2nd, as that one is fouled.
Oh, look out.
Parking lot.
Oh, bouncing
and
once.
Bouncing. It looked like it.
Looks like the cars are saved right now.
By miracle, it seems to bounce right through him.
Alex Davis just hit 40 pitches on the day. Pretty good outing from him so far, as he kind of recouped and had a nice 2nd inning.
Parking lot again?
Nearly. Actually doesn't even leave the park. It doesn't even leave the fence.
Yeah, hit that fence out there. Thought he might have had a chance. But
Yeah, this place is pretty gated off pretty well. I gotta say, the fact that we just have one entrance gets a little annoying sometimes because you see those other
having to go
gates and they
around.
look really appealing to just kind of cut through, but you can't cut through them because they're locked off.
Nah. And, I mean, if you missed most of these other games, we've had plenty of parking lot shots to go around as Davis catches Zaxton looking for out number 2. Beautiful pitch there and just froze him. So that brings in David Thompson, DH, who knocked in a run earlier, or he had a ball that was mistransferred.
He got a hit by error.
Yes, he got a hit by an
This one's
error.
popped. Wow.
That one popped up.
Oh, hit.
Bleachers. David Thompson.
We're seeing some different. We're seeing foul balls, go to different areas now instead of just completely leave the yard, and it's staying inside the fences now.
Yeah, plenty to go around this inning and plenty to go around this series, as we've had plenty of parking lot shots. One that went up in the trees yesterday, to the left of home plate.
Yes.
Yeah, we had one that hit a light.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Is that 0-1 outside and in the dirt for ball 1. But Davis looking pretty good after a shaky first inning. Able to just escape with 1 hit allowed last time. And that one just missing to David Thompson. Not to be confused with the Denver Nugget legend.
You mentioned that yesterday. I think it's
Oliver
worth
did, actually.
Oliver mentioned that yesterday.
Yes.
It was mentioned yesterday, and I think it does warrant another mention.
Another callback is that one is swung on and missed. Really jammed him inside. And it's 2-2 now. Pretty quick inning of work so far for Davis. Got the 3-pitch strikeout last time in the last batter. It's got the 2-strike count on Thompson. That one swung on and missed.
Great pitch.
Heck of an inning from Alex Davis.
Struck out 2.
Yeah, struck out the last 2 batters. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 3-2 Colorado. Shutdown inning from Davis there. Well, welcome back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Blake Carey now up 4, 5, and 6. 2 up for CU. For another inning of Ben Markulowicz after he's given up 3 in 2 so far. That one missing in the dirt. And as we said, Alex Davis, pitcher for CU tonight, we had some bullpen action early on. Looked a bit shaky, but able to really recover, getting 2 outs in the last inning as that one is hit to second base. And Carey grounds out to start this one. bring up Matthew Klassen, who made a nice little running play in left center last inning.
You know, Klassen had a really interesting series, or interesting series of games yesterday. He's coming into one of the hottest bats on the team, but has gone really cold in this series, going 1 for 7. He had an 0 for 4 game in that very first one where they won 10-0. So Klassen's bat has gone cold, but he is 1 for 1 in this one, looking to try and make it 2 for 2.
Yeah, 1 for 1. Had that. Had a big hit, knocked in Carey his first time up. And looking for another one here. 2 for 8 so far for Klassen for the series. Counting tonight. Was a 3 for 3 in the previous game against Metro State, as the 0-1 is swung on and missed.
Just
Foul
barely
tipped into the mitt.
tipped.
Yeah, foul tipped into the mitt. Couldn't even really tell. Had the umpire really let us know about it, as
I would not have been able to tell that was a foul ball if this was a wooden bat.
yeah.
You can hear you're gonna hear just this faintest sound of the metal and the ball connecting before it goes into the mitt.
Yeah, I remember I had one of those when I was little. It was like really good. It was a really good feeling for some reason. I had one that was a strikeout, caught a foul tip. I played catcher. I love playing catcher.
Ah, you were catcher.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I was mostly stuck in the outfield because I was never
Yeah.
the coach's kid, so they would never put me in interesting places. I always got in the outfield or third base.
Oh, yeah. Third base obviously had a big arm, though. That one popped up foul territory, nearing the bleachers,
Just
behind
behind
him. Look out there.
Oh,
Heads
mine's
up.
side of the bench, they're getting a little bit of action here. Second foul ball to go towards the bleachers over there.
Yeah, and definitely like keeping the eyes to the skies if you're a fan today. That one missing in the dirt, and Klassen battling here in a 1-2 count. But yeah, as a catcher, you always have to be ready for those foul balls. They can go right behind home plate. I remember playing catcher, had a few of those happen. As that one is smoked out to left field, and it is caught out there.
Good catch.
Yeah, nice little lunging catch there from the left fielder.
Drew Coffin.
Drew Coffin. As Klassen hit that one well, but right to the left field area, and in steps Andrew Garcia.
I really want to see another Garcia bomb.
Oh yeah,
He really got a hold of it. Went against Metro State, went over the net. I really want to see another one from him because that was electric.
Yeah, hopefully leaving no suspense.
No, it's
for
the bottom
that
of the
kind of
third.
home
He hit
run.
that home run in the bottom of the third in that game against Metro State, too.
That's true.
Unfortunately, there's no base runners, so we can't guarantee a 2-run homer.
Well, yeah, but third
But, I mean,
inning,
I'll take a solo
second
shot,
time
too.
up. Yeah, solo shot. Give the Buffs some nice insurance. As 1-1 now. That one missing low. Garcia, another big left-handed hitter in the middle of the CU lineup.
That was Markulowicz's 50th pitch.
Yeah, halfway to 100.
I don't know if he'll get there, though.
Yeah, probably
Especially,
not.
well, and maybe just even in a 7-inning game.
No, last game of the season, I don't think you want to tire anyone out too much. As we looks like we have some more action. Greg heading back to the Colorado bullpen. It's a 1-2 now. That one missing just outside. A little try for a frame there, but no go, and it's even count to Garcia. That one catches the inside corner.
That's a big strikeout
Yeah,
for Ben Markulowicz.
Big strikeout, and the Buffs go 1-2-3. And that was quick, as we had a warning from the umpire to the
It
Buff
looks
bench.
like the head coach may have had some word.
Obviously
Yeah.
giving the one warning to the Buff coach. It would be interesting if we see an ejection tonight in the last game of the season.
Yeah, that would be something else.
So we head to the fourth inning now.
Davis is still in there.
Yeah,
They haven't pulled him yet. I think he deserves a fourth inning,
Oh, yeah, he had a
especially after those last 2 innings.
monster second inning, 2 strikeouts to end it. And he's been pretty dominant since the shaky first inning. But same with Markulowicz has limited the Buffs' just those 3 in the first. Kind of partially due to the fielders behind him. So somewhat of a pitcher's duel so far.
Somewhat. Definitely the hitting has plummeted after that first 2 innings, because in the second inning there were a couple good hits there, but going into the fourth here, this last third inning really didn't see too much hitting action as Davis struck out the 2 of the 3 batters, and we didn't get a hit on either side in that third inning.
Yeah, no hits. And due up for the Orediggers to try to get some hits will be Nathan Davis, Andrew Aikman, and Drew Coffin. The 6, 7, 8 trying to get some bottom of the order power.
Well, Davis started off his day with a hit.
Yeah, Davis.
I think he was the last person to drive in a run, I believe. He may have driven in a run in that first inning.
Might have been true. Has got a nice little, trying not to do too much with his batting stance, just holding his gloves pretty close to his elbow. Slight wave of the bat as Davis misses low and outside.
The 2 Davises going at each other here.
Yeah, Davis.
Alex and Nathan Davis.
I highly doubt they're related, but would be interesting. That one fouled off. Possible parking lot. Looks to be a bit short of it, and it is.
It stays in the park, doesn't leave the fence, so lucky there.
Bit of a risky place to park out here. It's Scott Carpenter, but that one nothing to be worried about. So it's 1-1 now. As that one hit pretty hard or looped up the middle of the second baseman. Padilla makes the play.
Oh my goodness! Mac Padilla, have yourself a night. What a play!
A great play going to the opposite side of the bag. Oh, just a bouncer, kind of a looping ground ball.
That bounced off the pitcher's mound. The great reach from Padilla's glove and just perfect throw.
Yeah, great read.
Just
A
beats out
rocket
the
of a
runner.
throw. And yes, just more great middle infield play for CU. We had a great play from Cam Shore yesterday in the
Nathan
second
Davis
game.
can't be happy about that
Yeah,
play.
definitely not. Bit unlucky. Not great contact, but you kind of expect on the kind of play to reach base.
You expect those bounces to really work in your favor, but Padilla had a great snag, using all of his height to grab that ball.
Yeah, great judgment on the weird hop as Andrew Aikman swings through that one. And it's strike number 1, 1-1 now, with 1 out in the inning. Aikman holding that bat against his shoulder, then kind of swings it out when the pitcher's ready, as that one will miss in the dirt. Nice snag from Carey.
So I don't know if we've actually had a base runner since the second inning. I don't think we have.
We have not. I mean, the third inning was
We almost
pretty
did.
smooth sailing. Pretty smooth sailing for Davis, but he's in a 3-1 count now.
And that one squeezes, got away from Carey.
Don't want to get a little announcer's jinx there, saying he hasn't allowed a base runner now. A ball away
Well,
from
there's
a
been
walk.
no base runner since the second, so
Yeah, all true.
I really hope I don't jinx that right there.
3-1 to Aikman. And he misses outside, and there it is.
That's on me. Yeah, I'll take the blame on that one. Sorry, Alex. From one Alex to another, that's on me.
So Aikman draws the walk, bringing up Caden Wells. 1 for 1 on the night. And Wells been
Actually, Coffin's up first.
Oh, Kaufman first. It's my mistake. Wells on deck. But Kaufman, obviously, as we said, pitched yesterday. 2 at-bats in this series, 1 for 2, or 3 now, counting his first at-bat in this one. Davis struggling a bit with command last couple of batters, 1-0 now. That one will miss high. Coffin with no batting gloves, kind of the old school looking batting stance, the high socks. Gotta love the old school look from Coffin there.
Yeah. Looks like he's got some Under Armour too, keeping warm here in this. A little chilly. I wouldn't say it's Under Armour, but you know,
really nice
when the
night.
sun goes down, the temperature drops quite a bit. So I can understand the decision.
Yeah, and Coffin not vying at the hitter's count. Strike from Davis. It's 2-1 now. Looking for a ground ball here. That one misses. Where? I'm not quite sure.
Back-to-back 3-1 counts now for Alex Davis. And this will be his 60th pitch right here.
Yeah, looking for number 60 to be a ground ball, possibly get a double play. End this inning with no damage done. That one's in there.
Ooh, good pitch right down the middle.
Coffin probably winning that one back. It's the full count now. Davis looking for another strikeout today. No real lead at first, as that one is fouled back. Headed for the street behind us.
Heading for Arapahoe Avenue.
Yeah.
I think that's the street. I hope I got that right. Yeah, I did.
Our friend Alex went out there to Arapahoe, or the corner of it, to get a ball one time.
Was sitting there on that little pathway that they have set up.
And
man,
that's
that
ball
almost hit him.
4. Missing inside. And 2 straight walks here from Davis. And still just 1 out. And that will bring to the plate Caden Wells.
No, I'm interested, Harrison. If there's another walk, or if he lets up a hit on this at bat, maybe lets a run score. Do they pull him? Does Gray come in?
Yeah, I would be shocked. You don't want to throw an arm too much. You don't want to throw any arms out in a game with no real stakes. And Carey will walk out, talk to Davis here. Wells 3 for 4 on the series, counting today, where he had a hit in his first at bat. 62 pitches as Carey and the infielders will come together to discuss some strategy.
No manager out there yet.
What do you think they're saying in there, Alex?
Just throw strikes. It's telling Alex just to throw strikes. I know every pitcher loves to hear that.
Yeah, the dreaded advice of every
just
pitcher.
throw strikes. Come on, man. Just loosen up. Just throw strikes.
Yeah, that was why I was never a pitcher when I played when I was little.
I pitched maybe 10 times.
Yeah, that's a decent amount.
I was never. Granted, that was around probably about 4 or 5 years. But I stuck with the outfield most of the time. I didn't mind it, but especially when you're under 10 years old, standing out in the outfield can get very boring.
Oh yeah, I remember playing the outfield the last few years, but I managed to play every position except pitcher, just because I could not.
I think I've actually played every
have that
position.
pressure.
I think I can actually say that.
Huh?
Granted, all came before I, reached my teen years, but I can say that I've played in every position at a very amateur level.
Our utility man, Alex Roberts, right there.
Put me in, coach. I'll stand out there in left field, make a catch.
Davis looks in, and that one in the dirt. He's going to try for third here, and he is safe. No slide even.
Yeah, a little slow to pick that one up. Didn't look great. That one looked pretty convincing.
Yeah, Carey unable to get Nate Davis out there.
Dangerous situation now for the Buffs with a runner at third now instead of just first and second. Now they got runners at the corners.
Yeah, still a double play situation, though, as the runner on first didn't go, even on that throw to third. So, still double play situation, obviously trying to get that ground ball. 1-1 now to Wells. That one misses.
No, I've stolen a couple bases in my time. There's still a couple. I think I may have. I don't know. I think I never stole home. I know I can say that, but
no,
I
but
think
I
I've
always
stole
remember,
second and third.
I probably only stole once. Runners on the corners, and you just go automatically if you're on first. Because the catcher doesn't have any arm.
Yeah.
And so basically they just give you second if it's runners on the corners.
Yeah.
Because then the runner would come home and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No all-star fielders out there when you're 9 and 10.
No,
So,
I was terrible at sliding, so if I ever was going to steal, I was going to steal standing up.
me too. I was never a big slider. And there is a reason we're up here. Runner goes. Here's the throw down to second. He is.
Speaking of what
cut off.
you were talking about that right there, that exact situation, decides to risk it and throw to second. Well, it doesn't pay off as
Yeah, and bit of a.
Coffin's going to get there safely, but maybe some discretion right now as the bleachers and the bench is starting to exchange some words.
Yeah, the umpire, I don't know what call was made there as Padilla had to cut that throw off. Maybe he interfered a bit with the catcher, but a ball called. Since now 3-2, still one out. The payoff to Wells. Got him on the outside corner.
That is a huge strikeout, forcing this next batter, Alex Moore, to get a hit. He was one of 6 coming into today, 1 of 2 on this in this game. So very big at bat coming up now.
Big
and I
at
think
bat.
This might be the end of Alex
It will
Davis.
be.
It is.
As the lineup will turn over, Colorado not wanting Davis to see the lineup a third time around, but a solid day for Alex Davis. He
Nice round
pitches-
of applause from the crowd here, too.
Yeah, nice ovation. 3 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 5 hits, a few walks, but he'll leave 2 runners on second and third, and that will bring in Dylan Gray out of the bullpen.
67 pitches for Alex Davis. Good 3 2/3 innings pitched. And now Dylan Gray comes into a very crucial scenario for Colorado with runners at second and third and 2 outs with the top of the order to bat.
Yeah, Gray pitched yesterday in the second game. Not the greatest outing you want to see, but obviously able to keep things under control. Didn't let things get too out of hand, obviously with CU winning 7-3. But he'll face the top of the order. Lane Bumer set to come up to plate, or Alex Moore, excuse me. Lane Bumer, of course, starting the first 2 games in the cleanup or in the leadoff spot for the Ore Diggers, but in the 3-hole today, Alex Moore switches things up in the.
Yeah, and Gray's been a very popular reliever here for this team. He had his 8th appearance in that second game, so this is his 2nd straight game where he's pitched.
Yeah, we talked to
this is going to be his
Preston
9th
T.
appearance of the year.
Yeah, 9th appearance, and we talked to his fellow teammate in the pitching staff, Preston T, yesterday, who was up here helping out with the scoreboard in the booth, and he had plenty of positive things to say about Gray. Lovable guy.
And he had a solid outing.
Yeah, solid outing. Big lefty. Rocking the stirrup socks, as many on this CU team likes to do. I like that look a lot.
Yeah,
Garcia
looks really
out there
nice.
doing it, sure. Looks like Galan in the outfield has that as well. And still some action in the CU bullpen. It looks like Jackson Williams, the right-handed pitcher, is warming up in the pen for CU.
So who knows what that means for Gray, especially if he can draw an out right here if he doesn't let anything up.
Yeah, then maybe they just like the matchup, trying
That
to
could be
get
it.
one out here, and then maybe hand things over to Jackson in the next inning, or maybe if Gray gets hit, and that one over the head of Mac Padilla. 1 run scores. Here's the throw home, and Colorado School of Mines has taken the lead here with an ambush tactic from Alex Moore, a big 2 RBI knock, and it is 4-3.
Just needed
like
to see
that.
1 pitch.
Yeah, just 1 pitch was all he needed, trying to ambush the reliever out of the pen.
And that's
And-
exactly what he did.
Yeah, unfortunately for Gray, unable to really see the ball hit the catcher's mitt at all.
Well, this is the first time we've seen CU face really any adversity this late into a game since we've covered this team.
I believe this is the first time they've trailed all series.
No, they trailed in the first inning, but it's the first time they've trailed after they've scored.
Right. True, the first time they've had a chance to bat and now are trailing at any point in any game, any of these games we've been to this year and streamed. And this could be the last time we stream this year. as that one is hit on the ground and through for another base hit. And there's Moore and some bobbling over in right field. Moore will head to third.
That's
And
Skylar Wild's first hit of the series.
Yeah, Wild finally, after 9 straight at-bats with no hits.
Took 10, but he got one.
Yeah, able to squeak that one through the right side. And now runners in the corners again for the School of Mines, bringing in Lane Bumer.
This would be a big hit for Bumer. Wild took a 10 at-bats, but he's able to get a hit. Bumer's trying to go ahead and send another runner home and trying to get the Mines back up 2.
Yeah, not the greatest start you want out of the pen for Gray.
Yeah.
The junior with a 4.27 ERA coming into this inning, 12 and 2/3 innings coming into this.
Just 4 pitches, and he's let up 2 hits.
Yeah, tough one for Gray, as that one is hit pretty well into left center, but Klassen has a read on it, and that will end the inning. Colorado School of Mines taking the lead here with a 2-out base hit from Alex Moore. It's 4-3 Colorado School of Mines as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Some suspense here.
Yeah, I mean the School of Mines now has 7 hits on the day. They're finally able to kind of generate some sort of offense, and CU, they've got 3 runs, but they only have 2 hits, and they have an error. CU's looked pretty vulnerable today. The first time we've really seen some vulnerability here for this Buffaloes team, and this is maybe a bit concerning as this is their last regular season game. Their next game after this will be in Kearney and against some of the better teams, some of the best teams in the entire Mid-America Conference, as they've won the Mid-America West. To win the Mid-America Conference, they'll have to win regionals, which will be in Nebraska.
Yeah, I think it's definitely all about the mindset for CU.
I mean, their mindset is to win the whole thing. They made
Right,
it to the
but-
championship round against Nebraska, the old Cornhuskers, and fell in, I think, at that 3rd and deciding game in that series. So they're looking for revenge.
Yeah, Yogi Berra, one of his famous quotes, baseball being 90% mental, the other half is physical. And maybe some mental relaxation from the Buffs, as this game having no stakes on their standings in the conference. But still just a 1-run game. Still plenty of time left for CU. It'll be 7, 8, 9, the bottom of the order, due up for CU, as Hank Gallan will be the first to face Ben Markulowicz.
Markulowicz had a good inning.
Not
his
allowing
last
any
appearance.
runs since the first inning.
Nope. And I think I know he struck out Garcia, which is that was a big strikeout to end the inning. And he'll get another shot to try and add another strikeout to his resume here against Hank Gallan.
Yeah, Gallan having the walk-off hit in the first game of the doubleheader. Obviously, not quite a walk-off, being that it was 9-0. But
It
able
technically
to,
was.
yeah,
at the end
enforcing
of the
mercy
game,
rule.
but
Enforcing the mercy rule. So.
definitely you're not going to see that in the majors.
No, not really. And, no mercy rule in the majors, but in college, not just the club. As Gallan takes strike 1.
Still Gallan's
Mercy rule.
only hit of the series.
Yeah, Gallan kind of struggling coming into today. Coming into this series, hitting 300, but honestly one of the lower on the team, as this Buffs team has been just red hot at the plate all season long. Strike 1 in the outside corner, maybe not to the dismay of some of the CU faithful.
Well, he's down at 1-2 in this count.
That one smoked into the Buffs dugout.
Look out, bench. Holy cow.
Some quick reflexes needed over there. It didn't look like it hit anybody, but that one smoked.
I think everyone had
right in the CU
good
dugout.
enough reflexes.
Yeah. Some real reflexes needed there.
We're definitely seeing more variation in where the foul balls are going. Yesterday it was pretty much almost always out of the fence and out of the park.
And that one is swung on and missed. Gallan strikes out for the first out of this inning. That will bring to the plate A.J. Wine, the designated hitter today, left-handed bat.
He drew a walk his first time up, so
Yeah, possibly
nothing on the day.
Yeah, possibly looking to draw another walk. Don't want to get Markulowicz too much in rhythm after a 1-2-3 inning last time.
Especially after having back-to-back strikeouts.
That one hit high in the air to center, and the left fielder coming over, but the center fielder making that catch, and it's a one-pitch second out. And Markulowicz kind of cruising along here.
No strikeout that time, but Wine does fly out to Alex Moore on the first pitch, and it's a quick at-bat.
Yeah, Markulowicz definitely settling in. Facing the bottom of this Buff order, but let's see if Mason Bailey has anything to say about that. 60th pitch of the day for Markulowicz, catches the inside corner for strike one. Buffs trail 4-3. That one hit on the ground to short, and that one bounces the first and dropped by the first baseman. So CU getting some more help from the School of Mines fielding here as the second error of the day, or the first error of the day, for the Ore Diggers results in a 2-out base runner.
Big, very important at bat here now for Bailey to get on, because now it goes back to the top of the order with Mac Padilla, and Padilla is always a threat at the plate.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't want to get that top of the order up when you have the 9-hole. Get kind of fielder kind of bails the batter out, as that one another borderline call on the inside corner for strike one.
The stand's not agreeing with that one either.
Umpire with a interesting zone as that one is hit on the ground to third. The throw from Zaxxon is in time at second, and that will end the inning. Buffs trail 4-3. We head to inning number 5. Buffs looking for some life, and we'll see who comes in to pitch. Could it be Jackson Williams, or maybe Gray will get another shot?
We'll see. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back for the top of the 5th. I'm Oliver Hayes back in the booth with Alex Roberts, joining me for color commentary. First pitch from Gray comes in and catches a strike. Get ahead in the count. Now glad to see Gray come back out for another inning. Last inning was a little shaky, but got
He's
through
going
it
to
and
need
comes
this
back
at
for
bat.
strike 2.
If he can get a strikeout, especially a 3-pitch strikeout, that's
Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties. The battery of the camera died, which also cuts our audio. That last pitch was a ball, and so was this one. So 2-2 count here for Zaxxon.
Yep, Zaxxon working his way back in this one. Gray really wanting this third strike here.
Yeah, Zaxon one for 2 on the day. Started off the first inning with a hit.
Yep.
He sends that towards third base. Bobbled by Wyatt, and the throw does not get there. Brings Garcia off the base, and Zaxon gets on for his second hit of the day, I believe.
Yeah, it's his second hit of the day, second game of this series where he gets 2 hits, and that puts him at 4 for 10 for the series.
Yeah, Thompson coming up to follow in the 5-hole. 2 for 6 yesterday, but only 0 for 2 today. Let's see if he can get his first hit of the contest.
Well, he did get a hit on error in that first inning, I believe. So he's gotten on base, but he's going to try and get a solid hit.
Yeah, sends that high towards center field. Class comes in and parks under that. Zaxon scurries back to first base for the first out of the inning.
Yep, unfortunately for him, he's going to have to wait to another at-bat to get that first hit of the game. And so we're not going to quite see the Davis versus Davis matchup now, but now it's Davis going up against Gray.
Yeah, Gray looking to get the second out of the inning right here.
And Davis had a huge hit his last time up.
Sends that in between the short and third gap to left field. Now runners on first and second for the Ore Diggers, looking to have some insurance to their first lead of the series.
Yeah, first time in this series that Colorado trails at the end of an inning. So some very new territory for this Buffs team. I'm very interested to see how they respond here in this 5th inning. Offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Aikman up to bat. 0-1, walked in his second at bat. The runners on base looking to do some damage. That ball gets by Carey. Runners advance to second and third for the Ore Diggers with 1 out. That's obviously tough for Gray.
Yeah, it's a tough break. Blake Carey let that one slide by him, and I mean, he even had a chance to catch him off guard as both of the runners stuttered for a minute before fully taking on the steal, which they both were able to accomplish.
Yeah, I don't think they originally saw that go through Carey's legs right there, but the second and third for the Ore Diggers.
Very dangerous situation now.
1-0 for Aikman, the first baseman. He sends that off into foul territory. Garcia running over. And doesn't make the catch.
And if he made that catch, that would have been really nice.
Yeah, no, that would have been a Sports Center top 10 type of play right there.
Yeah, unlucky.
Obviously, hard run into the dugout.
I mean, that would have been a huge catch, too, especially in their situation right now, getting out on a foul ball, make it 2 outs.
Yeah, it would have been interesting with the runners on second and third. Maybe would have seen a sacrifice fly on that foul pop. But Aikman staying alive with that foul ball. 1-1 count. Gray, the lefty, coming out of the stretch. And this popped up towards the right side of the infield. Garcia moves under and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Able to get onto that one that time.
Yeah, much easier play than the last one in foul
much
territory.
easier. Though it is dark, and that ball can very much disappear when it goes over the lights. So good job from Garcia to track it down and make sure that he snags that second out.
Yeah, 100%. Now Coffin coming to the plate, not swinging the bat well this season.
Coming into the series under 100.
Yeah, very tough for him. He pitched yesterday, as mentioned, and a good block from Carey to keep the ball in front with runners on second and third.
He did get a hit in that first game, but still overall batting under 100 in terms of his average this year. So this would be a big hit for Drew Coffin. Not only that, but it would most likely produce an RBI, which he's got 2 on the year, but looking to add to that total.
Yeah, Gray with the delivery. Can catch that outside. Part of the zone for strike 1. 1-1 count for CU. 2 outs in the inning. Looking to kind of get out of this jam right here with runners on second and third for the Ore Diggers. On that sent towards center field, Klassen backing up, but he's going to be under that for the third out of the inning. CU avoids damage done from the Ore Diggers.
Dylan Gray is fired up because he got out of the situation. That's huge for CU going to the bottom of the fifth with a chance to tie it, maybe even take the lead.
Yeah, 100%. You know, this game doesn't really mean much for CU, but a win is a win, and that's what the Buffs come to the field to do. They come here to win, and that's what they've done most of the season. You know, haven't really seen a lot of situations like this one. Only being down with 1 run, they've been hitting the ball well. And I don't know, with how the School of Mines defense has been playing tonight, maybe some help from them will get some more runners across the plate.
They've tightened up after that first inning with those couple of fielding blunders, but they had that missed throw from short to first, which it looks like they're practicing right now to avoid that in the future. But that was a good break for CU, but unfortunately they weren't able to turn it into runs.
Yeah, no, that was tough. I mean, they threatened, they knocked on the door, but yeah, could not get that 4th run. And we're back for the bottom of the 5th. Cam Shura starting off the Buffs. Looking to put some runs up on the board. Maybe get this thing tied, maybe even take the lead.
Yeah, big at bat for Cam Shura. He's a senior this year. Today is senior night for this Buffs team. One of a handful of seniors for this Buffs team is Cam Shura.
At first pitch just outside, or called strike actually.
Among other seniors on this team include Jackson Wyatt, Preston T., Mac Padilla, Hank Galan, Matthew Klassen. So a lot of the solid rotation for this Buffs team maybe graduating this year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Shore down 0-2 right here. Sends that ball into play towards second base. Moving over for the Ore Diggers. Gets that out. That was a nice line play to get that first out of the inning.
Yeah, he had done a good job working 2 walks earlier in this game, and he leads this team in walks by a landslide now. And he's really showing that he's definitely not a person who is over-ambitious with swinging that bat. He has got a great eye. He's worked 2 walks, but that one doesn't really work out his way. He swings at it and gets thrown out at first.
Yeah, Nate Davis making a great play out there for the Ore Diggers. Now we have Jackson Wyatt at the plate. Sees that first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Yeah, Wyatt 0-2 on the night. 0 for 2 on the night. Had that tough double play in the first inning, but still swinging the bat well over these past couple of days. Sends that one towards center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit, his first of the night.
It was bound to happen. He was 4 or 5 yesterday, and it was bound to happen. He was going to get on the bases at some point.
100%. I mean, everything he's hit was hard hit. I mean, even that double play ball. One of the reasons that was turned so easy was because it was so hard hit. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, bound to happen. And now the dangerous Blake Carey up to the plate. Yeah, Mark Ulowich has worked on the outside part of the plate with lefties tonight, seeing what Carey can do right here. First pitch comes in for a ball. Seemed to miss just low. Yeah, Carey the catcher sends it up out towards the road. Hopefully no cars affected by that one, but
they've got the stops. Oh, it just turned green at 30th and Arapahoe. So maybe we will see a couple cars maybe have to maneuver their way around a ball. But
I've seen worse things in the road in my day, so baseball isn't too bad.
Yeah. Plus, they've been doing a good job at getting those balls out.
Popped up right over the second base bag. Wild raging back, almost falls over and makes the catch as Wyatt retreats to the first base bag.
Yeah, Carey was not happy with that hit, and he was almost given a gift as Wild. It looks like Wild lost the ball in the sky over the lights, but is able to make the catch.
Yeah, that was tough. That was one that Carey wanted right there. Unfortunately, couldn't put the swing on it that he wanted to. Just missed that one and sent it up into the night sky for out number 2 of the inning for the Ore Diggers.
Well, here comes Matthew Klassen. This is his 10th at bat of the series. Is 1 for 2 today, was 1 for 7 yesterday. So he's got the same amount of hits in this game and between the 2 games yesterday.
Yeah, looking to put the ball in play, of course, with his shaky Ore Diggers defense. Maybe get that game-time run. And that is way gone. And that is out of here, a home run for Matthew Klassen. I believe that is his first of the year. Yes, it is. And that should be his 15th RBI on the season. He's going to touch all the bases tonight here at Scott Carpenter Park as he leaves the yard for that first home run of the season. That ball was really crushed, Alex.
That was a no-doubter. Matthew Klassen loved what he saw, right down the middle, swings on it, and there was just no doubt that that one was leaving the park.
Yeah, and that one almost left me at a loss for words, taking that 5-4 lead in Game 3 of this series. I mean,
huge hit, gives the lead back to the Buffs. Now with just about 2 innings left.
Yeah, we were waiting to see some fireworks. Obviously, the Buffs getting some runs because the Ore Diggers kicking the ball around, and so nice to see that one leave the yard. Get the fans fired up here at Scott Carpenter.
Well, Klassen made his 10th at bat, a memorable one of this series,
yeah,
launching
definitely.
one out of here.
Yeah, that ball was crushed. And now Garcia at the plate.
Well, he can go yard too. He's already got a home run, or not a home run in this series. He had a home run 2 weeks ago against Metro State, which was pretty much 2 weeks ago to the date, to the minute. That game started at 7:30 as well on a Sunday night.
And that was a big hack that he tried to hold up on. Unfortunately, went just around for strike 2 of this at bat. 1-2 for Garcia. And Markulewicz obviously a little bit shaken after that towering home run shot.
I would not be surprised if this is his last inning. He's had good 5 innings of work.
Yeah, that was a 76 pitch and gets past the first baseman. Garcia's maybe looking for 2. He rounds first base and he is chugging. And he's going to get in there and get down. And he is out. That is tough. Garcia sitting near the second base bag, takes that helmet off and bangs against the ground in frustration. That is tough for the Buffs.
He tried to stretch that one just a little slow. Just barely beat him. But that's a huge out for the School of Mines. Get out of the 5th inning. Now it's time for them to get some runs as we head to the 6th.
Yeah, 100%. You know, that was frustrating right there. You know, Garcia, I'm not sure if he believed he was tagged. First base coach, he went to talk with the middle infield umpire, see what he saw there, and they're still talking actually. So maybe Garcia actually got in there. That's tough. And new pitcher here for the Buffs, Jackson Williams, a freshman. I actually have class with this kid. Pretty cool dude.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, Harrison also joins me in that class.
Well, I bet you guys have fun with that. What class is it?
You know, it's writing for the media.
Ooh, fun.
That freshman journalism class.
I know it's the Buckingham rap course. So if you ever find yourself living in Buckingham Hall for your freshman year, so as you hear
The
that from
ump just kind of clarified that it is Williams. It is Williams coming in for the Buffaloes.
yeah, we're in the big 1-4 on the bump. Freshman is 1-0 in 4 appearances, 0 ERA.
Hasn't let
for
up
the
a run.
season.
He's got a 1-0 record. He did get a win in one of his appearances, which is good for him. He hasn't started a game, so all of his appearances have been in relief, and that will continue tonight for his 5th appearance.
Yeah, no, it'll be exciting stuff to see what he has. Obviously, this my first time calling with Jackson Williams on the bump. I'm excited to see what the Arsenal's looking like.
Hey, so we can have that clip of that home run.
Yeah, it should be on our YouTube stream.
Okay, thanks. You guys just look up mine's YouTube, baseball YouTube.
It would be on. Wait, it would be in YouTube Skill Buff Sports.
Oh.
All right, we're back for the top of the sixth, rather. I believe Wells coming up to bat to start the Ore Diggers off for the top of this sixth inning. Looking to get that fifth run back after that huge shot by Matthew Klassen in the bottom of the fifth for the Buffs. Wells 1-2 on the night. Got on base in that first inning. He's been swinging the bat well. No pun intended for that last name. 2-3 on the day yesterday in that second game. Williams on the bump, working out of the stretch. Big right-hander. He throws
Look
a
out.
fastball for that first pitch. Wanted to go after Wells right there as Wells sends it towards the parking lot. 0-1 count for Wells. Open stance, really shaking that bat. Williams comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball one of the at-bat, 1-1 count. Wells with 7 RBIs on the year. Obviously, can only add 1 if he hits it if he leaves the park in this at-bat, but Williams will think otherwise. It's the third pitch of that bat comes in for ball 2, just out. I was about to say just outside, but that was quite a few inches off the plate. Williams with the pitch. And that is low and outside for the third ball of the at-bat. 3 straight balls for Williams after getting ahead with that first foul ball.
Not a great start to the appearance for Jackson Williams. Definitely needs to avoid a walk here.
Yeah, that's tough, but he can definitely come back from that. Got that first strike early. Looking to get strike number 2. And strike number 2, he does get that sent out to the Ore Diggers player who was already out getting the first foul ball of this at-bat. Willis has put some good swings on these foul balls, but nothing in play quite yet. Looking to replicate what he did in the first inning, getting on base for the Ore Diggers. And that is ball 4, missed outside as Wells reaches base once again.
Well, he's lucky that one, they had that wild pitch while there was no one on base. I always see those types of situations, and I always am like, yeah, it sucks, but it could have been much worse. There could have been a base runner that steals a base, and so they avoid that situation, but got to tighten it up.
Yeah, even in that situation, that's kind of tough. Obviously, we've seen School of Mines mess around with those drop third strikes, letting some base runners get on for the Buffs, so could have been a situation right there if that was a strikeout with the full count. But top of the order with Alex Moore coming up to bat for the School of Mines as Williams throws back to first base, keeping Wells honest. Yeah, Moore 2 of 3 on the day. Now for his 4th at bat. Pitch comes in and strike 1 on the inside corner. Yeah, Williams again ahead in the count, but see if he can actually take advantage of it, get that second strike early. Runner goes, and that's sent towards right field, right exactly where the second baseman was. And Wells is going to stretch that all the way to third base, and now there's runners on the corners for the Ore Diggers. Only down 1 run in the top of the 6th. Now this is dangerous for the Buffs. They have 0 outs in the inning. Obviously a new pitcher in Jackson Williams, and they'll have to get out of this jam.
Yep. 9 hits now for the Ore Diggers in this game. The bats have really come out with a vengeance after they went cold yesterday, especially in that first game. They got a little better, put up 3 runs in that second game, but they've looked much better here in this third one, and they threatened to tie it.
Yeah, now this is tough. Obviously Wild hasn't really been swinging the bat well, but got on base in his last at-bat. And he's going to put a decent swing on that one, send it back. Carey moving over, so is Garcia. And Garcia makes a catch near the net.
Well, he got that one. So
That-
good for him.
That one was tough. That almost left the yard, and that is tough for Wild, who's, as I mentioned, has been tough, has been finding difficulties getting on base, and that's the first out with one pitch to that 2-hole. Very big for Jackson Williams and the Buffs. And now number 23, Bjormer at the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the night. The runner goes for first base, and that is fouled back by Bjormer.
I thought that was going to hit him at first. Then I thought it was going to hit me.
Yeah, no, that was definitely inside on the hands. Must have been a hit and run because that would not be a pitch that I would personally swing at. But Bjormer looking to come in clutch for the Ore Diggers after that mishap in right field that let some runs get across for the Buffs in that first inning. Swinging the bat in a little rotation type action. Waving that bat, waiting for the pitch. Williams with the pickoff, and that ball is in the dirt. Garcia stops it, didn't know where it went for a second. Wells threatened from third base to try and come home, but no antics as of right now.
Someone's warming up in the Colorado School of Mines bullpen right now, so we'll get to see a pitching change. It looks like it's the end of the night for Ben Markulowicz. I mean, he's had a solid outing.
And this ball is sent towards center field. Klassen calling off the left fielder. And the runner goes from third, the throw home. And that is not going to be in time as Garcia cuts that off. And the Ore Diggers tie the game with the second out of the inning. You know, this is not, as I said earlier this inning, this is not a situation that the Buffs find them in often. And now a hot player, Zaxxon, coming to play. Only 1 for 3 on the night, but has had some good defensive plays and has swung the bat well across this series. So.
Yes, he has. This is a very dangerous hitter for this Mines team of the few that they do really have. They've seen much more better production today, but Zaxxon has been one of the better players for this Mines team all around.
Yeah, Zaxxon batting above 400 on the season. Actually towards that middle mark, more 440, 450. So not really anyone better as the runner goes for Ore Diggers. Carry, throw down, and that's not going to get there. And that ball is into center field. And the Ore Diggers are going to get to third base with 2 outs left in the top of this 6th inning. And this is tough for Williams right here. I mean,
Bjormer's now at third, and now, you know, you think you're in a pretty good situation with only 1 base runner, and he's at first. Now he's all of a sudden at third, and now Avery Zaxxon has a chance to get the School of Mines the lead.
luckily for J-Dub out here on the mound, all he needs to focus on is that batter at home plate, trying to get this out. Jackson Williams with the pitch, and that is low for ball 2 of this at-bat.
Well, and the good news for Jackson Williams, it's not going to be like he's not in a situation just like the last at-bat where Bjormer could sack fly. This Zaxxon has to get a hit to try and score Bjormer.
The third pitch to this at-bat is outside. 3-0 count for Zaxxon. You know, in this situation, you almost have to think, do you try and pitch around him or you try and come back in this at-bat? Obviously, you have David Thompson, the DH, coming up. But he is 0-3 on the night.
This is a huge at-bat.
Yeah, Thompson, only 2 of 9 on the series. And the fourth pitch is sent out towards right field as Bailey gets under that for the 3rd out. And the Buffs escape the jam but give up 1 as we go 5-5 into the bottom of this 6th inning here at Scott Carpenter Park.
So now comes up a massive inning for this Buffs offense, trying to retake the lead and then force the School of Mines down for the count. And they're going to have some of their better hitters here. I believe Shure is going to lead off this 6th inning. The seniors, the back-to-back seniors to start the lineup for the Buffs with Shure and Wyatt. So it's a massive inning for this Buffs team to try and take the lead. Again, their biggest adversity they've faced this series. The Mines are not going away. They're trying to steal one here at Scott Carpenter Park.
We're back for the bottom of this 6th inning here at Scott Carpenter Park. 5-5, tied ball game between the Buffs and the Ore Diggers. Hank Gallen coming up to playing left field for the Buffs. 0 for 2 on the night, but looking to do some damage to start off the inning.
Markulowicz still looks to be out there for this Mines team. Very interesting. He's going to be entering his 6th inning of work.
Hey, you know, the Ore Diggers had to go through some pitchers yesterday. Will be interesting to see if they have anybody in the bullpen that they can look to go to late in this game. But
Well, they had someone warming up at the top of the 6th there, but looks like they're still rolling with Markulowicz, excuse me.
that pitch misses inside for Markulowicz. Gallen up 3-0 in this count.
He's 0 for 2 in this game, though, so it would definitely be good to see him get on base.
Yeah, 100%. As this 4th pitch of this at-bat comes in, and Gallen almost hit by that one.
And he gets his wish.
With a runner on first base for the Buffs and no outs. Looking to do some damage with Wine coming to the plate, the DH.
Well, and now this is really interesting is Markulowicz has just thrown his 80th pitch. I'm very interested to see when they decide to pull him. If they decide to pull him in this 6th inning, I was very surprised to see him out there still because he seems a little tired now.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you don't see four balls often. And a bunt laid down by Wine. Zaxxon, I believe, that was, looks towards second base, but no play. The only play at first base to get that first out. And Wine does his job getting Gallen to second base. Hopefully get that 6th run across and take the lead for the Buffs at the bottom of the 6th inning.
So now Bailey's got a very important job. Get a big hit. Oh, we got a pinch hitter, excuse me. Bailey is not going to be hitting in this 9 spot. Someone else is coming in. Nathan Hoffman's coming in for the Buffaloes. So it looks like he'll take Bailey's place in right field as that's where he plays as well. And so big at bat now for the freshman.
Yeah, Hoffman swung the bat well in that first game of the doubleheader yesterday. He went 1-2. Looking to replace Bailey in right field, as you said. And like Jimmy always likes to say, coming as a pinch hitter cold off the bench is one of the hardest things to do in sports. So let's see if he can capitalize with the runner on second. 1 out for the Buffs.
Yeah, we're missing Jimmy tonight. Hope he's doing very well on this Sunday evening. Maybe he's got a paper or something.
Here comes the first pitch to Hoffman. And that comes in for strike 1. Cheers come in from the Ore Diggers dugout. Big number 17 at the plate. That righty stance wagging that bat, waiting the second pitch of the at-bat. That pitch comes in and is fouled off. Bounces and leaves the ballpark area. Ore Diggers sending another player to get on that. And now down 0-2, Markulowicz in a good position. With that runner on second base and scoring position. Hoffman wagging the bat as the pitch comes. And that's at the top of the zone. Which Hoffman leaves. And that makes it 1-2 for Hoffman at the plate. Markulowicz now set. Hoffman awaits the pitch. And that is sent towards left. And that's
foul.
A foul ball. I mean, that was hit well. Had potential to maybe even leave the park, but definitely extra base at that if that stayed fair. Tough to see it go foul, but that was a nice swing put on that.
Very nice swing, but I could tell as it passed the third base line that was going to be foul.
Yeah, 100%. But hopefully giving Hoffman some confidence. Markulowicz about to throw his 86th pitch of the inning. And that one is low, stopped by Wells. Now Nate Hoffman. 2-2 count for number 17, the freshman. And that pitch is strike 3. That was tough right there. A little pause from the ump before calling that one. And Hoffman just walks it off. And the umpire ejects the
Oh.
third base coach. Nothing was really said at all. That was a quick trigger. He already had a warning, but
Oh my goodness.
now we're going to see some antics right here as we see a conversation.
Second time he's disagreed with a third strike pitch.
Yeah, you can hear from the crowd. I mean, umpire's been kind of all over the place the whole night.
They
Different
don't
pitches
agree with
being
that
called
strike
balls,
that
different
strike call.
Yeah, as you said, I mean, some pitches hitting that inside quarter for a ball, some of them being called a strike. I mean, it's hard seeing it be different for different pitchers, but third base coach hitting the showers early for the Buffs. But hopefully that starts a fire for the Buffs. Tie game, the bottom of the sixth.
So tough ejection now for the Buffs. They're down a coach. Not something I was expecting to say tonight.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, ejection's not really too common while in the broadcast booth, but you know, sometimes it happens. Emotions get the best of you, and especially when a ump has a quick trigger like that one. I mean, only a few words can do the job. So yeah, a little pause while the umps talk things out, fix their scorecards, and let the coach leave the dugout area. As Mac Padilla comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second for the Buffs. You know, hopefully with a little bit of anger for their coach getting the boot early, Padilla can put that leading run across.
Well, now the crowd's into it. I'll tell you that much. The crowd seems into it now.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime you see an ejection, you always get the crowd riled up. In the Buff situation, that's always great to see. As that inside pitch, not called a strike this time, it's called a ball. And now you can hear the dugout all excited. They're definitely crowding towards the closest opening as Mark Hulowitz throws this second pitch. And that one is called a strike. That one drawing some laughs, some grunts from the crowd. But Mac will have to stay resilient. I mean, this is something you have to deal with as a baseball player. Sometimes ump is not giving you calls that you would like to see, but you have to fight through that. See, grounds that towards the CU dugout.
Not as much of a laser as the foul ball Galan hit earlier in this game, but the CU bench does have to react.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you have a ball coming your way, definitely got to be alert, put on some moves. But number 6, Padilla coming to the plate. 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second. Mark Hulowitz with the pitch. And that is hit hard towards left field. And that gets by the left fielder. This run is going to score, and the Buffs are going to take the lead. Padilla's looking for 3. He might even come home. Third base coach is sending him. He's going to stop him at third base with a bases clearing single plus the error. As I believe that is Gallen coming to score that 6th run for the Buffs to take that 6-5 lead. And that is very tough for the Ore Diggers. I mean, mishaps all over the field tonight. You've seen them by the catcher, first baseman, right field, left field. I mean, it's honestly inexcusable when you have balls getting past outfielders like that, giving up runs, especially in a game like this when you're just trying to get some momentum to end the season.
100%.
Nonetheless, 6-5 for the Buffs. And now a runner on third for Cam Schur, the senior. Shortstop sees strike 1. Ump with an emphatic
With the call.
Yeah, 100% as that pitch misses high. Some sarcastic cheers from the crowd. A 1-1 count for sure. Lefty waving that bat as the pitch comes in. Misses outside. As the jeers continue to come in for that home plate umpire.
He is now public enemy number 1 here at this at the park.
Yeah, when you inject the home team's coach, that's definitely going to happen. And he calls strike 2 of this at bat for sure. Now 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on third for sure. Number 3 looking to add some insurance runs. Padilla breaks a little bit but stops. And that ball misses outside, and it's a full count, 2 outs for sure.
One of the most important pitches in a baseball game.
Yeah, 100%. Mark Hulowitz pitching this whole game, must be tired. This is going to be the most important pitch he throws tonight. And that is inside, gets past, or that hits Schur. And that is honestly a something that the Orediggers must have won in that situation, as that got away, and Padilla would have scored if that did not hit number 3.
Markulowicz is closing in on 100 pitches. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast that when he hit 50, it's like halfway to 100. But I don't know if you can really even get there in a 7-inning game. But he's closing in on it. If he has another long at bat here against Jackson White, he'll hit up to 40. He'll get to 100.
Yeah, so this is interesting. No one warming up for the Orediggers as Markulowicz goes back to first base. Padilla creeping off that third base bag a little bit, hoping to cause a ruckus out in the field for the Orediggers. I mean, obviously, kind of a mess of a ball game played by them tonight out in the field. But Wyatt's shaking the bat with the outside stance. The pitch comes in, and he sees strike 1 called, catches the outside corner. Now runners on the corners for Wyatt. As mentioned before, swinging the bat well. Hopefully looking to add some RBIs to his statistics for this season before Nationals. And he hits that towards the second base bag, and the second baseman steps on second, ends the inning for the Orediggers. But the Buffs get 1 run across as they take a 6-5 lead. Definitely some fireworks with the run coming across, then the ejection of the third base coach for the CU, but nonetheless taking the lead in this honestly back and forth game, kind of reminiscent of a ping pong match, if you will.
It's 9-inning game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park. My name is Alex Roberts. I'm joined by Harrison Simeon back in the booth as we get ready and get set for the 7th inning of action. And it's been a very interesting game so far. 5-6 going into the top of the 7th. There's still 3 innings left. It's not a 7-inning game as the doubleheaders yesterday both were. Today it is a 9-inning game, and we may be in for a very exciting finish.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are. I thought we had like a real big, important go-ahead hit from Big Mac Padilla the last inning. He had a huge base hit to give the Buffs the lead. Still some runs to go ahead, but still some outs to get for Jackson Williams as kind of my friend. Yeah, I worked on some projects with him this semester for another class. And
Tell me about those.
So we had to do like an audio story, a video story about our topic was women's sports. That one's in the right field.
A very interesting commotion, and he dropped the ball. Runner's going to stay at first, and that's a tough one. They want that one back.
Yeah, Mac Padilla, bit of tough, maybe lost in the lights a little bit.
And Thompson gets his first hit of the game.
Well, it probably will be ruled an error.
Oh, you're a good point. You're right. That would be actually the second base hit for Thompson on an arrow, so technically he's 0 for 4 now. but has 2 hits.
I mean, he's getting on base still, and that's the 3rd error of the night for CU. So some tough fielding. We saw some fielding lapses for Mines in the back in the first inning, but ever since then they've been pretty normal. The Buffs have had these little just mental lapses here and there, but still lead by a run.
No, it's the 3rd error of the game for the Buffaloes as they try to stave off another base runner for this Mines team as they look for their 10th hit with Nate Davis.
Beauty of a
That one's in there
curveball.
for a strike.
Beauty of a breaker right there. Front door, hitting that inside corner. I'm liking to see Jackson Williams mix up those pitches. We've seen the fastball. We've seen him miss outside a good bit against righties, but good pitch there in the inside corner.
Here comes the 0-2 from Williams. Fly ball into center field. That's going to get down. The 10th hit of the game for the School of Mines is in, and it belongs to Nate Davis. There's now a runner at first and second for the School of Mines as they're now threatening once again. 2 base runners on, nobody out.
Yeah, another tough start to the inning for Williams, but yeah, the 0-2 pitch. Probably don't want to catch as much of the play as that one did. And yeah, 10th hit of the day, as you said. They Buffs only have 6 to the Mines 10, but Buffs still lead. Looks like there's some action there in the CU bullpen. Not really sure. Looks like another right-handed hitter. But Williams a bit shaky out of the pen. That one misses in the dirt.
So a 1-0 count early in this at-bat as Andrew Aikman's trying to get his first hit of the day.
Looks like Preston T possibly. I see 20
That would be an interesting appearance. I mean, when he came up to the booth, he was really thinking that was the end of his weekend, but who knows, maybe he's got to have a little bit more in him. Well, that one's outside. It's 2-0.
So yeah, just trying to find the strike zone here. Missing outside again for Williams. 2 runners on here with a high leverage situation for Mines.
That one's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, hitter's count. Not really sure what he was looking for. 2-0 fastball right down the plate, and we'll see what he does here with a 2-1 count.
That one's fouled off behind the plate.
Another
Williams
heater.
has fought his way back into the count. It's 2-2.
Yeah, another heater there. Just got him to foul it off. Try to maybe roll up a double play here, throw something low. Maybe get him out, get him some more weak contact, get that middle infield cooking.
The payoff pitch from Williams. That one outside and low. The count is now full.
Yeah, nice take there. Nice take to avoid that breaking ball. Looked like some action out in the Mines bullpen as well with,
You'd assume that they would have someone new come in.
yeah, Markulowicz up to nearly 100 pitches.
Swing and a miss. Williams strikes out Aikman
That's
and gets the first out of the inning.
Huge K there. After surrendering 2 base runners, obviously one from an error, but really good bounce back. To go down 2-0, get the K. I'm liking that. Pitch
His
from
first
Jackson
K of
Williams.
his appearance.
Yeah, first K. Just got him to swing over it.
Now Drew Coffin up to bat. Looks at pitch number 1, and it's outside.
Yeah, Coffin, I feel like, is a guy you can just go right after. Obviously has a hit in this series. 0 for 2 tonight, though. And 1 for 2 in the first game. More of a pitcher in the bullpen.
That's in there for strike 1.
Really nicely spotted pitch. That ump has been given this inside corner or that, outside corner to left-handed batters all night long. So obviously that's caused some commotion from the Buffs. But you can take advantage of that on the opposite side.
The 1-1. That's in there for strike 2.
They're hit it again. As we say, you got to go right after that spot the ump's giving.
This would be a huge strikeout for Williams. Go back-to-back after letting up 2 base runners.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get him chase. Maybe watch for that breaking ball again. After some fastballs this at bat. Try to get him changing speeds.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jackson Williams, and there's 2 down in the top of the 7th with 2 on.
Yeah, and some reverse psychology there for Jackson Williams. Maybe got him thinking the breaking ball and just came right at him with the heater, and he had no chance of catching up to that one.
And so now the 9-hole. Caden Wells up to the plate.
Wells has done a really good job getting on base all series long.
Yep, drew a walk his last time up.
Yeah, some bottom of the order lightning, and they need it right now with 2 runners on, down by 1 in the 7th. But 2 straight strikeouts for Williams. Great to get some mojo back for him. Whoa.
That one's a wild pitch. Just lost all control on that one as it. There's no chance Carey could have controlled that one. Runners advance, and now the situation becomes that much more dire with runners at 2nd and 3rd. A base hit could score 2 and get Mines the lead.
Yeah, that one might be on me, Jackson. I'm going to hear about that maybe in class on Monday.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Yeah, but just talking about getting his mojo back. Still 2 outs, 2 straight strikeouts. That one probably just a slip. But got to be more careful now with
Nothing Jackson can overcome.
No, nothing indeed.
Nothing he can't overcome, excuse me.
Yeah. Beauty right there.
Well, he overcame that one, got in there with a strike. Counts now 1-1.
Getting some great reactions from the crowd here, too. Crowd really into the balls and strikes tonight after that ejection earlier. As I was mentioned well earlier in the game, after third base coach got a warning and then didn't take much to get him ejected.
Fly ball popped up, looking towards the parking lot.
No parking lot.
It is not in the parking lot. The cars are saved once again. We haven't really seen too many head in the direction of the parking lot. When it has, the cars have been lucky.
Yeah, that's probably for the better.
I agree.
Yeah, we've got pretty weirdly placed parking lot out here, but big 1-2 count here.
Fouled.
Ooh.
Hit Wells in the helmet. I'll have to readjust as Jackson Williams looking for back-to-back-to-back strikeouts to strike out the side and end the inning.
Yeah, don't see that too often. A foul ball that ended up bouncing up back off the batter's helmet. Usually you would see those foul tips go off the ump or the catcher, but good to see Wells not really too affected by it. Fighting in this at-bat.
Here's the 1-2. That one's outside. Wells stays in it.
Yeah, solid job by Carey to lunge for that. Had to really shift his weight, protect, really worry about those wild pitches. Williams had a few of those that have gone really outside. And that one, especially with a runner on third, have to be careful. Looking fastball here.
All 2s for Williams. Grounder right up the middle, and it's going to be played there by Shure. Got him at first. And that ends the inning. Mines strands 2 runners, and the Buffs stay up 5-6 going to the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, sigh of relief from Williams. Nice play from Shore. Covering that hole in the middle of the infield and getting that big out to keep the Buffs ahead.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park, where the Buffaloes try to extend their 6-5 lead in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Markulowicz still pitching to Blake Carey now. Been a big-time workhorse at 98 pitches, really approaching that 100 mark, the century mark, as we didn't really expect him to get at. With this probably being the last game of the regular season for both teams.
That's in there for a strike. This next pitch will be Markulowicz's 100th.
Yeah, and once again in that outside corner to the left-handed hitter, and then just that spot. Bump really liking.
Swing and a miss, and Markulowicz has hit triple digits.
Yeah, really surprising to see it. We'll see if maybe that fatigue can start to show this inning.
Fly ball into left center. That's going to get down. Carey going to try and stretch it into 2. Here's the throw. It's not going to be there in time, and Blake Carey has a leadoff double.
Great piece of hitting the opposite way for Carey. Drew Coffin had a chance. He cut that off pretty well in the left center gap, but Carey able to leg that one out for the extra base hit and leading off here. Still an arm warming up in the Mines bullpen, with this being a 9-inning game. Obviously, maybe one of the last few arms Mines has left. As we noted before the series, Mines not really having that many pitchers, and a couple of them in the lineup today.
Yeah, Davis is hitting right now. Zaxton's hitting right now. The only player I feel like they could go to that I don't think has pitched in this series is Ethan Peterson, which who knows if he's even here.
Yeah,
you got to assume he is.
I would imagine he's that guy warming up right now.
You have to assume. There's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, we did have Christian McCollum that could possibly pitch. McCollum pitched in the first game of the series. We had Roman Williams come in relief.
Fly ball into left, and it is over the left fielder's glove. Carries around third. He will score, and Matthew Klassen has a double. An RBI double to get the Buffs a 7-5 lead.
Klassen really showing off the power. The home run last time up, and that one a double just off the glove of Drew Coffin. And 2 straight hits right in that left center field gap. The Buffs get a very valuable insurance run, back-to-back hits. And here comes Andrew Garcia, another power threat.
You can see the tire. Markulowicz is really getting tired out there.
Yeah, I did mention, was his fatigue finally going to show? I don't know if he's really used to pitching 105 pitches. Obviously, 18 innings on the year. 7 in 7 innings. So a 9 ERA, or I guess it's 6 so far. But if he's able to get out of this inning with no more damage, he'll have a 9 ERA on the day. Still, pitcher warming up. It looks like it is either Ethan Peterson or Christian McCollum who pitched in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday. But I'd have to imagine it's Peterson.
Counts now 3-0. We may get a look at that pitcher if Garcia is walked here.
Yeah, Peterson only 4 innings pitched on the year, a 20 ERA.
That one's cranked deep and gone. Andrew Garcia, a 2-run blast, and it's 9-5 Colorado.
And that one hit pretty much in the same direction as his home run back against Metro State. A big 2-run jack once again for Garcia. And you knew it off the bat. Maybe not as far as that first home run we've seen out here, but he's going to get that home run chain. Look at that.
An absolute monster of a hit for Colorado. And they're starting to blow this one open a little bit. 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th, and they now have a 4-run lead.
Yeah, and that's the end of the day for Markulowicz. As finally, after 9 runs allowed through 6 innings of work, got into the 7th but not able to get an out. 3 straight extra base hits. 3 runs across this inning for CU, and it looks like it will be Christian McCollum.
Well, McCollum's second appearance of the series now. I mean, their pitching reserves are pretty limited, and some of the arms that have not pitched in this series are hitting right now. So definitely very interesting to see McCollum come back out.
Yeah, McCollum really struggled in that first game of the doubleheader yesterday. Obviously, maybe not expecting to pitch tonight, but got a fresh start, obviously, with the bases empty. Nothing really to lose. Just got to go out there. Hank Galan due up bottom of the order to face. So got to just come in with a refreshed mindset after giving up 7 runs in his appearance yesterday. But, yeah, a really, really long outing from Markulowicz. And it wasn't necessarily because of his performance, but more of just the lack of depth on this pitching staff.
Yeah.
But that was a hell of a home run by Garcia.
No, that one was an absolute tower. Massive shot. And, well, McCollum comes in with a fresh slate.
Yeah, I was able to get the O for... Didn't give up a hit from Galan yesterday. Obviously a lefty and righty matchup to start. Then Wine and Bailey did not face either of the two in yesterday's game.
This is going to be McCollum's first relief appearance. He played in 4 games, started all of them, so this is going to be the first relief appearance for McCollum. So a very interesting situation for the senior, and that one popped up back.
Yeah, that one headed for the, I didn't even know, in between the neighborhood suburb area and Arapahoe Avenue.
That one's in there for strike 2, and McCollum's got a nice start. The conference leader in strikeouts, looking to add another to his resume right here.
Yeah, I did have a rough outing yesterday, but the best pitcher on this Mines team coming into the series.
And that one is low for ball 1.
A 2.14 ERA coming into yesterday. Not sure what his ERA is now. Kind of forget how many innings he went in yesterday's game. But conference leader
All I
in
can say is that it
strikeouts.
went up.
Yeah, it definitely went up. Still,
That one's a little low. Ball 2.
still would say he's the best pitcher on the staff. A 1.1 WHIP also coming into yesterday in 21 innings pitched, the most on the team. So he's used to getting this type of action, maybe not in relief.
That one fouled. Look out. Bounces on the sidewalk.
Yeah, behind the parking lot there. Every time there's a foul ball out there, we have to mention.
I mean, I'm basically just looking to make sure that no car gets hit at that point.
Yeah, it looks like there's some.
That's one grounded right to short. Wild with the throw. It's late, and Galan gets in safely with a single.
Yeah, nice job by Galan to beat it out. Really clanged off that bat.
His second hit of the series and his first since the walk-off in Game 1 of this series.
Yeah, good to see Galan get back on base, and that brings up Wine. But I was going to mention, looks like there's some action in the CU bullpen. Once again, looks like Ethan Richmond, the junior, getting warm. We've seen him pitch in this series.
That one's in there for strike number 1. Remember, Wine had that bunt his last time up to get Galan to second when he, I think, drew a walk.
Yeah, we could possibly see that again, though, with already a strike on him.
That one grounded right to first, and they will avoid trying to turn it into a double play and just tap first and send Wine back to the bench.
Yeah, I thought about it there, kind of a weakly hit ball. And now that brings up Mason Bailey. We've seen
Nathan Hoffman coming up now.
Oh, yeah, right. We have
After
the pinch
coming
hitter.
in for Mason Bailey. So Hoffman 0 for 1 on the day. Trying to potentially send Galan home as he's at second in the scoring position. First pitch is outside for a ball.
Yeah, I've seen pretty decent stuff from McCollum out of the pen. probably a little bit tired from yesterday's outing, but you know, you gotta always be ready to get up and go.
That's in there for the first strike of the at-bat. It's now McCollum getting into a little bit of a rhythm as he's just hit 10 pitches. McCollum looking back at second, winds up, and now there's a time called. They'll have to hold off.
Yeah, this ump has been an interesting character today. Had the ejection earlier, then the definitely had some chirping from CU faithful here tonight, and just the time there, and definitely been some pretty expressive strike calls.
Fly ball, that's going to hit the netting, and Hoffman goes down 1-2 in the count.
So yeah, Hoffman, a freshman, one of the few freshmen in this CU lineup. We've obviously seen the freshman Williams pitch tonight.
Well, here's McCollum trying to strike out Hoffman.
Yeah, we had the pitcher Unzicker.
He gets him swinging, and Hoffman goes down. McCollum's first strikeout of the night.
Yeah, who probably add to that conference lead in strikeouts. Good pitch there. Got him chasing it in the dirt. Yeah, decent amount of freshmen on the CU team. Ashton Unzicker, the starting pitcher, in the first game yesterday, is a freshman also.
Now to the top of the order. Mac Padilla swings and misses on that first pitch.
Yeah, Padilla looking to build on that big go-ahead base hit back in the 6th.
At that triple, now he flies it out into right. And it is caught out there in right by Lane Bumer, and that ends the 7th. Colorado adds 3, including a moonshot from Andrew Garcia. It's 9-5 Colorado going to the 8th.
All right, let's go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Scott Carpenter Park for the 8th inning of this matchup between the Colorado School of Mines and the Colorado Buffaloes. New pitcher for the Colorado Buffaloes, it's Matthew Longstreet coming in.
Yeah, another freshman that I did not mention earlier comes into this series, not giving up a run in his 4 appearances so far this season, just 5 innings pitched.
Well, that first pitch is smoked by Alex Moore, and it's going to get past the center fielder, and Moore is going to have a leadoff double on the first pitch. And that's exactly what the School of Mines needed, down 4 in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, I believe that's his 4th hit of the night. Alex Moore been a really big force at the top of this Ordigger lineup. Longstreet they've been definitely very aggressive, been taking a lot of swings early in counts, and that's got them some success.
That one's low and away for the first ball of the at-bat.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job of kind of ambush tactics. Looks like we do have a little more action in that Ordigger bullpen. Nathan Davis.
That's a ball, 2-0.
So yeah, Nathan Davis been batting today, likely to be pinch hit for, and possible that he will come out of the bullpen as he's warming up now.
Which would mean they'd have to replace him at second base, so potentially a new batter as well. That one's flown out back off the rock outside the fence there.
Yeah, no, definitely been a busy night for that street, as well as the parking lot and just that whole side for foul balls tonight.
That one fouled back. 2-2. Wild down to his last strike. They're trying to sort out where the ball ended up finding. And
Good job, Jackson.
Ump will send the player to go back to the dugout. They'll find the ball later. As I quote from the ref.
Yeah, I can't see it from where I am either, so in a weird spot.
Fouled off again as Wild stays in the at-bat.
Oh, and Williams, the guy came over, got the ball, caught that one on the hop, bounced off the net, just barehanded it and threw it right back
Would
to
you
the
look at
pitcher.
that?
That one wasn't hard to find. As Coach Prime likes to say, not hard to find.
Yep, he's not hard to find.
Yeah, Moore with a big lead at second.
That one looked like it may have hit Wild, but it doesn't. It's really inside, and the count is now full. Skylar Wild trying to either get a big hit or draw a walk.
Yeah, Longstreet got to be careful here not to give up another base runner.
That's low, and Skylar Wild will take his base. Runners now at first and second.
Yeah,
Nobody out for the Mines.
Yeah, just how you want to start it this inning for Mines. Getting 2 runners on. Still down by 4, but decent amount of time left in this game. 6 outs to work with. And just a moment for Carey to go talk to Longstreet. Freshman hasn't given up a run all year, so possibly done a good job of pitching with runners still on base. 2 strikeouts, though, in those 5 innings. Has a win in one of his appearances. We'll see how this one ends up.
And so now Lane Bumer, who made that nice catch in right field to end the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Boomer kind of misjudged that ball for a second. Took a step back. Almost thought he might have made another mistake like that first inning, but did a really good job of taking a good angle of the ball. Had to fall into his stomach to catch that. And, you know, really end the threat for the Buffs after that big inning.
First offering is outside 1-0.
Boomer 1 for 3 tonight.
He's looking for a big hit, 1 or 4 actually.
1 for 4. Yeah, in his 5th at bat.
That one's popped up, closing it on the net, and Garcia snags a second one right next to the net.
Wow, had to go into the net for that one. He's had some really close calls over there, and that's his second catch right there at the net. Hell of a play. Big first out.
A huge first out.
So Boomer is, or Zaxton rather, takes to the plate.
Here comes the first pitch from Longstreet to Zaxton. It's low for ball one.
Yeah, Moore, one stolen base in the season, but taking really big leads. Longstreet having to pay a lot of attention to him. And that can mess with the pitcher's mentality at the plate to focus more on the runner than the hitter.
That one's popped back behind us and the booth. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Flown back once again. 1-2.
Yeah, Moore was halfway to second by the time that ball got to Zaxxon. He could have walked to third at that rate, but a foul ball prevents that.
Here comes the 1-2 from Longstreet.
It's been a little bit since seeing the nice little double play for the Buffs. See if we can draw one up here.
Grounder. Fair to third. The throw is late. He's coming home, though, and he is out at the plate.
What a play. Garcia having the awareness to get it to Carey. Carey a bit shaken up, but what a tag, too.
Take a look at this. They're obviously going to come up with a ruling here, as both teams are going to make their case.
Yeah, Mines didn't like that call, but it looked like the throw beat him. Looked like Carey was able to swing that arm around. Heck of a play by Blake Carey to get a big second out, as you really saw the aggression from Mines start to take hold. But you saw that play barehanded by Wyatt, trying to get that out at first. Didn't really look like he had much of a chance. Garcia doing a great job of coming off the bag to get that one and firing it home, having that awareness of the runner coming home. And you always love to see the play at the plate.
And so now David Thompson to bat for the Ore Diggers.
Thompson looking for a big hit here. 2 on, 2 out. Looked like Mines had a bit of a rally going with 2 on, no out. But
Buffs have 3 errors. 2 of them have been drawn from a hit by David Thompson.
yeah, it could have been close to having an error on that last play, but Garcia doing a great job at first. Showing off that slick glove of his. He's made some nice picks in this series. Great turn there. But yeah, let's see if David Thompson can really get a hit. 0 for 4 tonight, but reached base twice.
That's in there for a strike. And the count's now 1-1.
Yeah, Longstreet doing a good job of getting some weak contact, obviously, on that last play. Almost resulted in a run, but Longstreet with some nice stuff. Good fastball there in the inside corner.
Grounder up high over the glove of Cam Shore. A run is going to score. And it's now 6-9.
Yeah, that was one of those turf monster hops. Just took a massive hop over Shore's head.
It was just over his glove.
Yeah, he was able to do a decent job of adjusting to it, but just not enough to keep it in the infield. And we had a bit of a stumble from Galan as well. So that ball had a mind of its own, and it ends up with a run for Mines.
Well, big first hit for Thompson. He gets to drive a run in, and it's now 9-6. 13th hit of the game for the Ore Diggers.
Yeah, 23 hits combined between two of these teams. So we've definitely seen some solid approaches tonight. Nice pitch there from Longstreet. Hasn't been the best day to be a pitcher tonight at Scott Carpenter, but
No.
we've seen plenty of strikeouts as well. Some double plays drawn up.
That's in there for strike 2.
Nice breaking ball. Started out of the zone, ended up inside. And a big recovery there from Longstreet, get the 0-2 count. Now he's got to be smart, just get him to chase here.
Fly ball short in the infield, and that'll end the inning. And so going to the bottom of the 8th, the Ordigers get one back, but they'll be forced to put up 3, at least 3 in the top of the 9th. Granted, CU does not score any in the bottom of the 8th, which is coming up right after this. Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park for the bottom of the 8th between the Buffaloes and the Ordigers. Once again, my name is Alex Roberts. I'm joined by Harrison Simeon in the booth here as Jackson Wyatt settles in to open the 8th.
It's Shore.
Excuse me, Cam Shore is in there to start off the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, Shore drawing some walks tonight.
Yep, 2 walks, only 0 for 1.
I'm trying to see if he can get some redemption from yesterday. Hit that home
Well,
run.
as a senior, that would be huge.
Yeah,
In
senior,
what
no
looks
home
to be
runs.
his final game at Scott Carpenter Park.
Yeah, no home runs in the season. Final game in Boulder here for the Buffs.
That one, a ball. So it's 2-1.
Yeah, Shore. Best discipline on the team and another hitter's count. Let's see if he can take one out the yard.
Does not swing. Once again, the count is now 3-1.
Yeah,
Shore potentially trying to work his 3rd walk of the game. And that's in there. He's worked his 3rd walk of the night. He's on base to start the 8th.
Yeah, kind of the Juan Soto-esque, just drawing lots of walks. Kind of a lefty that crowds the play a little bit. Makes it a little more difficult on the pitcher to throw strikes. Especially when you saw his power yesterday, hitting that long fly ball that got him that hit. Kind of forces the pitcher to think even more.
So here comes Jackson Wyatt. 1 for 3 on the day. Trying to get his 2nd hit of the evening.
Yeah, you've got to think he's due for a big hit.
He
that-
has to be. He has to be.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the best hitter on this team, I would think.
Well, he hits it right to 3rd. Here comes the chance for a double play. The throw is high. Jackson Wyatt's going to get on base, but Cam Shore is retired.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting play. It looked like Shore might have, I don't know. Oh, yeah. They're going to call that an out. They might have called that interference on Shore.
So now try to deliberate. Refs are, the fans are not very happy about that as the CU coaching staff will go to discuss the call.
Yeah, it looked like Shore might have interfered with Nate Davis over there at second base as he slid in, maybe in the bit of his way. Obviously, that was legal for a long time in Major League Baseball, but the infamous Ruben Tejada takeout by Chase Utley.
Yep.
And yeah, they're gonna call him. They're gonna call Wyatt out at first.
And so now both of them are called out, and it's a double play for the Orediggers.
Yeah, that would be the second double play grounded into by Wyatt tonight.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park. Our battery died again, so our audio got cut out again. We apologize for that.
Yeah.
Brief delay, but the count is now 1-1 to Blake Carey.
You know, Alex, that always just brings you back to that time we did the lacrosse broadcast and the battery just died over and over and over.
Well, that was because we had issues with the power, so the batteries weren't charging. So we
Yeah.
have probably, say, 2 minutes before it died.
Yeah, thankfully the power in here is a lot more manageable. And
We don't have to use 200-foot power strips.
yeah.
Count now at 2-2. It's twos all over the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Blake Carey potentially the final batter for CU if the Orediggers do not score. Third in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, looking for his second homer of the day. Or not.
Second home run of
Second
the
homer of the
series.
series. Had that base, the double to lead off that
So here's-
that big last inning.
So here's McCollum. This one's grounded towards second, and it's through. Blake carries on with a base hit and keeps the bottom of the 8th going to bring up Matthew Klassen, who is looking for his second home run of the night.
Indeed, and he walloped that one out to left. Got a base hit, extra base hit to bring in Carey his last time up. Really a big part of that three-run sixth, or bottom of the 7th rather. That's been the difference tonight, as it's a 3-run game without that hit from Klassen to get that RBI, and then the big 2-run shot from Garcia. This game could be tied still. So Klassen doing a great job in his last game in Boulder as a senior.
Klassen decides to follow through with that swing. He did not look very confident on that swing. He ends up fouling it away. 0-1.
Yeah, good job by Carey on the last hit. Just perfectly placed ground ball through the hole on the right side.
That one flown out hits the trash can.
That's the dumpster shot. That's
Yeah,
a new one.
That's a new one. I mean, it wasn't open. I mean, if it was, that would have been a little bit of a bucket trick shot there for Matthew Klassen. But the trash can is closed, so he just hits the trash can instead of sending it in there. But this time, he swings to second. This time, they're able to corral it and throw out Klassen and retire the side. 1/2 inning left for the Buffs to sweep this series. We'll be back for the bottom of the 9th.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park, and we are 3 outs away from the end of the Buffs' regular season. They lead 9-6 after a big 3-run 7th inning, and they will look to close this one out. And Jackson Wyatt, the senior, usually more known for his hitting prowess, will come in to close this one out, trying to get the save. Ethan Richmond taking over for him at third. And it'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for the School of Mines in the top of the ninth.
Yeah, Wyatt taking the bump for the 9th inning. Interesting choice by Buffs and only his second appearance this year, but makes sense with it being senior night and this potentially being his last time to pitch at Scott Carpenter Park.
Yeah, only 2/3 of an inning so far in the year.
Yeah, no, didn't give up any runs in that appearance either. Yeah, isn't looking to give up any runs against the bottom third of this Mines lineup. Only one time have they reached base.
He's got a nice sidearm delivery. As a third baseman, always got to have a big arm. So you gotta imagine he's going to be throwing some gas.
Oh,
So Andrew Aikman stepping to the plate, 0 for 2 tonight.
yeah, but still hitting .444 on the coming into yesterday. One of the better hitters for this Mines team.
Breaking pitch there, misses inside.
That one really came back. I mean,
Yeah,
that was headed
close
straight for
pitch.
Aikman and still caught that inside corner, I thought.
Close pitch, but 1-0. That one will miss high. Potentially the final half inning of the ScoBuff Sports live stream crew. I hate to say that. Possibly we could be headed to Kearney, Nebraska for a few games of the regional. It's that one fouled off, but I won't be there, unfortunately. Neither will Alex, or I don't think anyone here will be. Possibly Jimmy. You could hear from him. Everyone's favorite on the mic. Possibly heading to Nebraska for regionals. But it'll be the final game of this crew, as that one will catch the inside corner, and it's 2-2. I'm taking a long pause before that one.
Yeah, that one was really something. That had what that first ball didn't. Snuck back in to catch that corner.
Yeah, really good bite to that breaking ball. And 2-2 now. Wyatt shakes off a few. He'll step off the rubber.
Yeah, sometimes you need to take a deep breath before that potential third strike is thrown.
Yeah, looking for possibly his first full inning of the season, as that one is swung on and missed. And the Buffs are 2 outs away from closing out this regular season and completing the sweep of the Mines Ore Diggers, as Drew Coffin steps to the plate now.
Yeah, and that was actually Wyatt's first strikeout of the season, his second appearance for the Buffs. You know, really huge in his last appearance at Scott Carpenter.
Yeah, great to see. This one will catch the outside corner. Really liking that sidearm delivery, as it's 0-1 now.
Yeah, he's working towards that right batter's box and using it well. Of course, worked inside on the last batter.
That one hit on the ground to second. Padilla plays that one cleanly, and that is out number 2. Buffs just 1 out away from closing this one out.
And you can see just how confident the Buffs are with having to close this one out, with how fast that ball zipped around the infield right there after that second out of the inning.
Yeah, Buffs crowd on edge, looking for the win here, as Caden Wells steps to the plate. The 9-hole hitter playing that catcher all game.
Yeah, got a hit in his first at-bat, but nothing since.
That's strike number 1.
Now, Wyatt has really had some wicked movement on his breaking pitches in this 9th inning.
Wyatt more known for his hitting, but a two-way talent possibly, as that will be strike number 2. And the Buffs are 1 strike away from closing this one out, getting the sweep, finishing the season on a high note before regionals. And Jackson Wyatt looking great to close this one out, possibly his first save of the season. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And the Buffs have won it. 9-6 your final score. And they close out the season on a high note, winning over Mines, getting the 3-game sweep over the weekend. And it's been a great series for the Buffs to close out the year.
Yeah, no, definitely great series to end off the season, end off our season. Last time being in the booth, and that was a great last top of the 9th inning for Wyatt right there. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to second base as the Buffs slap each other 5 for sweeping the School of Mines or Diggers in the final series of the regular season.
Great night here at Scott Carpenter Park. Bit of a late finish due to the 9-inning game, but everybody's going to be going home happy as Buffs take the series and will head to regionals in Nebraska next week. Obviously, feeling good, finishing the season as the Midwest American champs, just 2 losses all year. Meanwhile, for the School of Mines, they close out the season under 500, but nothing to hold their hats about. They played pretty competitively in the last 2 games of the series, and that will do it for us here tonight. I am Harrison Simeon. I've been joined by Oliver Hayes in the booth, Alex Roberts you heard on as well, Jared Miller running graphics, and for everyone here at Scobuff Sports, 96-year final, Colorado wins it, and you heard it here first.